Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. You are now watching the Division 3 of the Aegis Cup. We are joined by a very good friend of mine, really decent mate, Steelo97. So, what do we have in store for everyone today? Well, we have a great game of a Division 3. We have good teams on both sides. We have the Underporos and we have the GG squad. They are all ready to go for action at about 7 o'clock for now. Me and Steelo are just going to break down some of our things. And here is the man himself, Steelo97.
Thank you, Uncle Ness.
Hi.
Don't think we could have introduced that better if we tried.
I don't think so. There's no room for anything here. Just checking my league messengers over here. And just going to adjust the mark just a little bit on my side. Alright, and then here we go. Here is the little screen of ours. Everyone looking at the big strong wiener standing there in the bottom left corner next to the ultimate gaming sign. We have a very good friend and the coach of the Krug Plugs themselves, demonstrating the braveness. And he also checks the Underporos games. So what we'll be doing before we start the game, which is again reminding you guys it starts at 7, we're just going to go through the op.ggs of each team, discuss the pick and ban rates that might be there at some point, and yeah, if there's anything that the chat wants to know, you guys are more than welcome to just send us a message.
Yes, sir.
Right, Uncle Steelo, what are your thoughts of the game tonight?
I think that we could have planned things a little bit better. So the way that Aegis works is if you haven't been able to come up with a game time, unfortunately you get defaulted to 7 o'clock on a Sunday. And I think Under4 has had some poor planning, and as a result, I think they are quite unprepared for this evening.
Well, there's also the rumor going around that they've lost their first 3 bans of each game that will be played tonight because of late lineups. So, unfortunately, that's another thing counting against them in the series.
It is. It's another set of rules that unfortunately the Underporos didn't follow through on. The way that Aegis works is a lineup needs to be posted within 24 hours, or rather not within, before 24 hours before of game start. From there, if a post is not made, you forfeit your first 3 bans for the series. If within 6 hours of the game you haven't, you forfeit all bans, and within an hour you forfeit all 3 games.
Yeah, those are little rough rules, but unfortunately we do not make them. We just have to abide to them. So what?
That
Yes, Dilo.
One thing I do just want to say before we hop into op.ggs and kind of predictions, thank you, Pavy, for the follow through. We really appreciate that.
Another follower, another dollar. No, I'm just kidding. We just always appreciate all the support we can get. Now, before I jump into the op.gg Steelo, let us discuss these 3 bans that the Underporos have lost. Do you think it is going to be a game changer? Do you think there's anything out there that they should be aware of now, considering that they don't have that element to remove something from the game?
I do. So, Krug Plugs had the fortunate opportunity of being able to scrim against GG's last week, whereas we've seen where their strong suits are, we've seen where their weaknesses are. I don't know about you, but last week I got bodied, and a couple extra bans could have helped me out a far ways.
Yeah, no, definitely. I agree with you there. I'm not going to get into too many details of the teams and their lineups that they faced against the Krug Plugs. I was there with you. We did get a little bit smacked in the second game. We did win the series though due to 2 substitutions. So even though that happened, we still did win the series. But they are a very strong team.
They
And
are very strong.
and without these 3 bands, there are 1 or 2 champs that I was looking at the op.gg that might be a problem. So, without any further ado, let us jump over to the op.ggs and see what they have in store for us.
One thing I do just want to make you aware of before we read through their OPs, last week Thursday's scrim was actually a trial for the GG squad. They were trying to fill out their team, and they actually brought in a few new members, which we were fortunate enough to practice against. So the team might have actually changed since last week.
Alright. I'm having a problem with the stream at the moment. Don't know what's going on. Just chatting is working. It's not.
It might just be that window causing problems.
Checking now if it's the window. No, it is not that window.
For those of you in chat, if you do want to look at the op.ggs yourself, !UUP, !GG, it is going to bring up the relevant teams, so you can go through it with us at your own pace.
Alright,
Okay,
here
looks
we
like
go.
we're winning.
We are winning. There we go. Back into the op.gg. Settings were wrong. Excuse for technical errors. First time on my side. Alright, let's see. We got the best. What's this mate's name? Let's have a look here, shall we? Best bike rush. Right. So, this man, he looks like. Hold on. Yeah. Man is a jungler. In the past few games, he's been playing Udyr, so that might be a potential ban on the side of UUP. Someone is sending me a league invite. Why would I be sent to a league invite when they know I'm doing the casting? Anyway.
If it is from Nando's, it is an invite into the lobby to spectate.
Oh, never mind. I forgot about that. See, first time technical issues. Let me just send. Sorry about that. Anyway, so yeah, we're watching the best bike rush. This man has jungle. This man has been playing Udyr. I don't know if the likelihood of being picked is going to be there, but out of the games, it's a 3.39 for 1 KDA, which is really good if you ask me, with a 63% win rate.
What do you use to counter an Udyr? It's such a niche pick. I don't think anyone really counters him.
You, in my personal opinion, you want something that can, that can stun. There's something that can lock him down so he doesn't get to the back line, doesn't get to the Caitlyn, doesn't get to the Misfortune giving off the ult. Because if his ult is up and that AoE is going, it's quite the damage over time, especially if the Udyr has been cooking in the jungle.
And I think that's the last thing that underpourers want to see. Imagine a nice juicy Udyr just running through. Any semblance of CC that you had, any game plan out the window, Udyr just running you down.
Udyr definitely running you down, which isn't up for us, we don't want the poros to have to worry about the jungle and any potential lanes that could be feeding, not feeding, but getting fed during the game, and then you have this really strong mid laner with this really juicy Udyr just coming at you, so sandwiching you from any side of the map, and there's honestly no escape if they lock you down, and it's a lot of damage very quickly.
And nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that.
Unless the Udyr is on your team.
So, next on our list we have the ADC Magic Fetus. Now, if you have a look at Magic Fetus over here, he's got the 5 games with the Misfortune. He's done really, really well with the Misfortune. KDA is really looking very, very good. One thing that I do say is, Zaya Kalt, the support for the underpourers, plays a mean Leona. That is a very, very good counter for the Misfortune. It's the ult stun, it's the Q stun if she uses her E to jump on top of you and Q stuns you at the moment the Misfortune is ulting. It's a definite waste of an ult with a big cooldown timer for the underpourers.
But that just might be what they need. Maybe the fact that they don't have those bans means they can't ban the Misfortune. The Misfortune gets picked, the Leona comes out, quick EQ. That's a minute and a half, 2 minute ulti cooldown?
It is definitely. It's definitely something they might be needing. Well, let's have a look here at the League of Graphs for Mr. Magic Fetus over here. Played 103 games, got a win rate of 40.8%. Now, last season he averages against silver players, which doesn't scare us quite as much because most of the pros are either silver or gold. We don't talk about Joe's ranking in this stage of the game, Mr. Zayakal. Now, we definitely have a potential ban of the Misfortune, but also we have the Caitlyn that may pose a threat.
It's a nasty KDA that Caitlyn got. 50% win rate. He knows how to play the bot lane. You can see with his League of Graphs support, ADC, he knows from both sides what he's looking for, what his support's looking for. It could be a dangerous bot lane.
I agree with you 100% there. You know, if you are a support and you become ADC main, you understand what your support needs. You understand what you need. So if you are having a support that is lacking a little bit, you have the ability to inform them to try and do this and try and do that, just to get your side as the ADC a bit more fed.
I think that's a powerhouse in the bot lane. If you've got the knowledge of both roles in the bot lane, not only are you then helping yourself, but you're helping your support, you're helping your ADC, saying, maybe we can try this, maybe we shouldn't do that. And I think that's exactly the kind of knowledge that would benefit GG into this game.
Well, we'll have to have a look, but definitely so far what we've seen, the bot lane is something that they should be focusing on. Next on the agenda, we have the top lane, Mr. Bulkhawk, which I believe is a sub, if I'm not mistaken.
Just to let you know, from YT Avery, it's a she, not he.
She. Thank you very much. Yeah. So this is a sub, Bulkhawk, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe both Bulkhawk and Robin are subs for GG.
Yes, one for the top lane and one for the support. Now, as we said, Magic Fetus should have the knowledge to help the support. Let's have a look at the support. That is a substitution. Robin, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. And we'll get a little bit more insight as to what's going on in the League of Graphs. Alright, a little bit of cheeky Timo being played. I like to see a cheeky Timo. So do you, Steelo. You can't even deny that.
I've got Timo tattooed to my leg. He's with me forever.
He's always hiding in the brush of you.
He's always with me.
Timo is like the wind, always by my side. Yes. With a 43 game played, 32.6% win rate. Nothing too abnormal. We just need to keep our eyes on the time. It's 7 o'clock. 1 minute before 7. The game should be starting soon. Alright.
I would be inclined to disagree. I've received some inside information that unfortunately one of the underpourers is stuck in a game.
Now this hurts my soul. Who would that be?
It would be their mid laner, Fuzzball.
Very nice. Very nice. We like that. They have, I think, 15 minutes to start the game. So
that could be the third strike for underpourers.
It could be. Well, it's okay. We have good faith in the Ball of Fuzz. We hope that he can either convince his team to FF or just finish the game himself.
End the game in negative 2 minutes.
At negative 2 minutes. Easy claps. Right, back to Robin. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Let's have a look here. There's a Seraphine. 10 games played, 50% win rate. So, with the paired up with the Senna, paired up with the Sona, the Karma, you know. You even have a game of Taric. You've got mainly the Seraphine, but if you're looking at the Taric, very, very strong. Very disruptive.
100%. Those E-stuns. No thank you. Get me out.
The E-stuns, the ult, just as you're about to kill one of the opposing teams. members, and that Tarek ult just pops up, and what else can you do but get frustrated because it's just not happening today. For that 2.5 seconds, no one is going to be doing anything.
Imagine the unkillable team. You have a Tarek ult, you have a Kindred ult, you have a Tryndamere ult, you have everything under the sun just to make yourself invulnerable.
And no one is going to be doing anything. Especially if you have the Tarek ult and the Tryndamere ult. That Tryndamere will destroy. Anyway, let us go back to the rest. We're gonna run through this while we wait for Fuzzball. We've checked the two subs. We have Sly Marbo ZA over here with the top lane. We did say we want to check over his legal.
We did. One thing I can say from the first-hand experience, Sly slapped me around last week.
Haha, Sly.
Sly smacked me around last week like nobody's business.
Just off topic, every time I hear the word Sly, I think of Sly Boogie from Need for Speed Underground 2. He had a song released there. So that's always a great memory to have in the back of your mind. Some good old Underground 2.
Possibly the best Need for Speed game.
Hands down the best. Some people would say Most Wanted. I still stick with Underground 2.
I'm a believer in Most Wanted. I am. And every time I see those little fan edits of Underground 2's remaster or re-release, it makes my heart a little bit happy.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the good news to fall upon us. Right, here we go. Next one, we have Sly with the top lane Yone with a 56.3% win rate. Shen with a 50% win rate. Ilawi 60% win rate. Volleybay. Even my heart falls into the ground watching the Volley with an 80% win rate. So there are bans that will be missed out from the Poro side. And unfortunately, they will have a hard game if these high profile champs are chosen within their first 3 bans, and they can't ban them out in the second 2.
There's nothing that they can do. Unfortunately, I need to say there's no one to blame but themselves.
Unfortunately. Right, then we have a Nana who is also a top lane player. I don't know, what does Aegis say they are playing?
Anana is in chat saying gonna have a GG tonight.
Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so Anana is going to be playing on the top as well. So let's have a look here. I love it when the chat is always so enthusiastic about the games they're going to play.
From the GGs in chat, who was that ASOL that smacked me last week? As much as I'd like to say ASOL doesn't have mechanics, you guys busted them out last week, and I'm impressed.
Well, yeah, coincidentally, it does look like Onana over here on the op.gg shows 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games of ASOL played. So, maybe not. Maybe you're talking to the person who did smack you. Maybe you're not. But
Nona is claiming to be that ASOL.
Aha.
All I can say is GG's.
It was a very well played ASOL.
It was.
Definitely with the 2.66 KD. Looks like 67 games played, 57% win rate. Well done, I say to you.
We love the positive win rates. It's how you climb.
Always, it's how you climb.
It's how you get better. And the dangerous thing with ASOL, pick ASOL first. Don't let it become late game.
Yeah, no, don't.
Any scaling champ, don't let it become late game.
And I do fear that the Poros will have to have a...
Porcelain ASOL? Yes, no, then it was you. You gave me PTSD last week, that's all I can say.
That's all you can ban. Since that game, it's just ASOL all the way being banned.
If I'm not banning it, I'm playing it. I've learned the mechanics. You know, just a little dash of the Q, proc the mana flow, proc the arcane comet, you know? That cheeky damage put me so far behind.
Very, very, very well played. So, and then last on the list looks like it is the support on the lineup. We have Dance to the Rhythm, 2 games of Zyra. Oh, a Brand game. I don't like Brand very much as a support. He just locks me down. I don't know what to do against him. Just makes me angry. So it's always a ban for me. 3.23 KDA on the Zyra. 107 games played with a 57% win rate. Very, very
I think
well
we
done.
might have 2 millionaire Zyras going into this game.
Definitely we'll get to the next man later, but don't disregard the Ral, don't disregard the Nami, the Soraka, the Senna, or the Morgana. Even the Lux does look like a promising champ to look out for. If you have bans, please use them. If not, it sounds like I'm picking on the underpourers. I'm really not, but I do feel that it's just something. It hurts, as a fellow teammate. It hurts my soul, genuinely at the end of it. But it's okay. So we live and we learn, and we shall remind each other one day at a time. Right, next we're moving over to the underporos op.gg for everyone that's watching. Exclamation mark UU. What was it?
Yeah, UUP exclamation.
And then exclamation mark GG. You find all the op.ggs for each team there. You guys can follow, read along as we go through it, discussing each of the possible pick and bans for tonight's game. We are still waiting for Fuzzball, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct. I don't know how the underpourers have managed that.
But it's okay. They've got a few moments left. I just hope that they get their things sorted out quickly. Doesn't seem like he's convinced his teammates to FF because he has a tournament he needs to play, so he's going to just have to carry this out himself.
What we got plotting on that ultimate underpourer op.gg then is?
Well, we have the definition of climbing in the underpourers, even if I have to say so myself. So everyone who knows, I am the support for the Ultimate Gaming Krug Plugs, and between a fair competition, Zycult over here, who is the support for Ultimate Underporos, he's done really well for himself, and as a support main, I have cheered him on. As a support main, I do believe that what he's done is really, really beautiful within the solo queue. This man has climbed all the way to Gold 1, 94 LP. He's not allowed to climb any further due to Aegis rules.
But one thing I do want to mention is now that he has reached gold, Ultimate Underpourers lose their support for the next split. When it comes into the next split, we have to find Joe a place in Division 2.
We will find him a place. He can go hang out with the bigger boys of the tournament. Right, over here we're watching Zycult. We'll go over to his League of Graphs. We'll have a look what this man has been plotting for us. Wait.
ZY.
Yeah, I saw
No,
now.
not,
There we go. I was like, what's happening? Okay, Gold 1. That's a really, really beautiful climb. And for those who are watching who don't really know, getting Gold 1 within 103 games is quite impressive. I think I'm Bronze 2 with 127 games under the belt. Our mid laner will be on shortly, says Nando's. We're still waiting for Fuzzball. That is the update. Right, as you can see, man is a big supporter of Zyra. He 135 games played with a 57.8% win rate. He's got a 56% win rate overall with 182 games played. So we can see that mainly the Zyra has been doing it for him. But
is Zyra the secret sauce to climbing?
It would seem so. I have seen many Zyras within the solo queue, the solo duo queue. So it could be the secret sauce if you have the patience to play that kind of support. I don't. I like to be up in your face and beat you with whatever weapon is in my hand. That's the kind of support I like to be. Some call me Uncle Hooker because I only play hooking champs. So yeah, that's the mage support is not for me. I don't shun it though. It's very very strong. Zaya Cultivia is proof of that, living proof of that. But let's not shy away from his Seraphine and his Nautilus. I heard some Fuzzball is back, ladies and gentlemen. The man has returned. Right. Let's not shy away from the Nautilus or the Leona. I mean, the Leona has a 66.7% win rate on her side as well, along with the Naut, the 53.8%, which is well, very well. Even the Lulu with the 5 games played and the 80% win rate. You know, these are all bans that GG can take into consideration. Whichever one they ban, we do not know, but
GG can take full advantage of their 5 bans.
and they can even target ban the support if they wanted to, but I don't think that they would, because the man looks like he's got many other tricks up his sleeve that we just don't know about. Alright, next on the list, our mid laner for the evening. It looks like they're going to be doing a pro draft.
We just need to grab that spectate link. While we are waiting for that, thank you so much for the follow, Mbao and Flower Power, who is apparently Brendan. The one and only mid lane crack plug.
Ah, very nice. UG Wraith Killer.
Yeah, coming in as Flower Power, 5169.
Ah, very nice. We like the enthusiasm there. While we wait for the pro draft code, what we'll be doing is we'll check Mr. Fuzzball, who is the next mid laner, up for the Poros tonight.
One thing I do just want to point out, Fuzzball is the substitute for this evening's game. We unfortunately had to pull him in as the main jungle is unavailable for game 1.
So for now, the man is playing.
Fuzzball is on the starting lineup. Yes, sir.
Alright. Let's have a look at the picks and bans. It seems like everyone is up and running. We haven't gone through all the champs yet, all the players, but we will get to it in a minute.
You are just going
actually
to change your window capture.
Yeah,
for
and it's the first 3 bans are not being banned by Poros. I was stuck there for a moment.
If you open it up in your Opera, we would be able to see it there. But does that mean that we unfortunately missed Pro Draft?
There was no pro draft because they're only banning 2 champs.
Ooh, there goes the Zyra against UUP.
And definitely the Zara and the UP. While you guys are watching this screen, I'm just going to give some additional information about the Underporos. So we were last on Fuzzball. Fuzzball has a couple of games played with Katarina over here. Looks like a decent amount of games. Got a 59% win rate, 2.03 KDA. You could look out for his Echo with a 60% win rate, 1.8 KDA. Next on the list we have 11 Shadow. The Mordekaiser ban. A very interesting ban.
11 Shadow 11 is a more OTP.
That is why I just said 11 Shadow and the mod gets banned. So he is a mod player. Other than that, he does go for the odd Trundle or the odd Jax game.
Just to let you know, your client has disappeared from stream.
Why? I still see it on my side. Is it?
There we go, it's back.
Oh, is it back now?
Come on.
Brendan predicting a Vex Cutter Echo mid. Brendan, I don't know about you, but there's normally only 2 champs in the mid lane.
Very, very interesting. I'm scared to go back to the op.gg now. Maybe that's what caused it to cut out.
We got a Jinx ban.
The Jinx ban. Very interesting. Well, I'm gonna have to just do this in a little bit of my bar here at the bottom. Coming in later, we have the Mr. Fire Speed. He's unfortunately busy at the moment. He cannot make this. We have the first pick, which is Misfortune and a Wukong. There's the Ornn and the Leona. What did we predict, Steelo? The Leona and the Misfortune is probably just what they need.
Where are we plotting this Wukong? Top or jungle?
I don't know. I think it would be a Wukong in the jungle.
It's a very, very flexible champion.
Very flexible, so it's a surprise to us all, Steelo.
But you are 100% correct. We called it. The Leona into the Misfortune.
Definitely.
Quick EQ, quick ult from a distance.
And a RAL support. Very, very interesting. So they got 25 seconds. GG's banning the Carter. We wait for the Ornn. Next on the list we have Muppet Pasta. And
Before we go into the OP, do you know if Raul's ult displacement would take Leona out of her E?
No, as far as I know, the Leona E is like you become untargetable, if I'm not mistaken. I actually don't know. I've never tried to displace Leona that jumps on top of me. And the last ban for the GG team is Lux. And we have a soul ban and a set ban from the Underporos, utilizing
I'm
those
sorry,
bans
no,
well.
it seems the A-Soul is not meant for this game.
We have a Gnar ban. It's different.
No, that's a
Oh,
no.
a Gnar pick, sorry.
So that means Wukong's in the jungle.
Definitely a Wukong jungle, I must say. My mind is still on the ban Steelo, as you can hear. I'm checking the op.gg at the same time.
And do you see the bands? The A-Soul, the set.
The ASOL set is beautiful bands. The VAR from the Poros, very good, decent pick. And then Diana in the mid lane. And
I think I wouldn't say all. 4 out of the 5 champs are very good into the Misfortune ulti. Whether it's the Ornn knock-up, the Diana knock-up, the VAR. All of those interrupts are really good, but it all depends on how GG capitalizes the rest of their players.
Yes.
If everyone's targeting 1, they're missing out on 4.
No, definitely, I agree with you there. Well, and the last pick was Leona, so you can definitely see there's something plotting on the side of GG. And just for the last few, we see the Jinx ban from the Muppet Pasta. He's actually not playing. He's not playing ADC this time. He normally plays ADC. He's the jungle. He's filling for the jungle. And then last we have Mr. UG Jenkins. He's playing. He was hiding with his little Twitch over here, and that's the op.gg rounded up. We'll wait for the game to start. In the meantime,
from the support perspective, how would you build into this? Who are GG's key players that are going to be the game deciders? Who are UUP's players who will be game deciders?
if considering that this is the lineup I would be playing, if I was playing Leona, I would be going quite armor. You know, no one on their team is doing any magic damage at the moment. So definitely going heavy armor and a lot of health, because what you essentially need to be doing is you need to be jumping on the MF to stop the ult. You need to jump on the Wukong to stop his ult. You know, you need to be able to jump onto the Gnar when he's jumping towards your ADC, so you can at least stun him in the moment. So being up close and personal in that kind of team with not as high damage output from AP side but AD side, you know, you wouldn't want to be caught with your pants down, your metaphorical pants down, you know.
That is a very, very fair analogy.
So all in all, you would want to have the sustain. You want to survive against that team. You know, if the Yone is gonna ult you, and you want to be able to Q him as he comes out of the ult to get the stun off, and still be in the middle of the fight while the MF is dealing damage. The Rel is pulling you towards it with the ult. There's possibly a Wukong knock-up. You want to be able to absorb as much damage from their team as possible to be as effective as possible, making sure you are taking out their key players.
The only difficult thing is they potentially have 5 key players. That is where the danger lies. I think for Poros to be successful, they are going to have to stagger their CC. They shouldn't burn it all at once as much as they think it'll be helping. They need to learn how to stagger it. They need to make sure it's not 3 ults at once to disrupt the one MF ulti and then suffer the consequences of everyone else's.
Yeah, no, definitely they're gonna have to take that into account. And the one thing that also I'd like to say that GG should take into account is that the Twitch is also going to be quite vulnerable. Although he can disappear, he's quite a squishy champ. They have the role that can displace him. The Qs from Misfortune from about level 3 start really doing some damage. So they also have a strong comp on their side. They have the Gnar with the ult that stuns. So it's on both sides. The picking was really done wonderfully. The great matchup into one another. The advantage that I see from the UUP is the Diana, which is doing the AP damage. So it really just depends how they they build up into it, how they deal with it. You know what I mean?
So they're gonna have to utilize it, and they're gonna have to try to do it to the best of their abilities.
We are in game still. I just need confirmation if it's.
That is correct. I'm seeing it as well.
Okay, my phone just starts off.
Feedback from Magma is that the game is too
Welcome
loud.
to Summoner's Rift.
Oh, okay, well, I haven't said that. We can just
30 seconds until minions spawn.
drop that little, and then what I'll do myself is just put the sound a little down. Okay. Hopefully that fixes all the issues. Steelo, you still with me, my friend?
Yes, sir.
Ready for the first game of a best of 3 series. For those of you who just joined, it is under Ultimate Gaming under Poros versus GG. They have a very excruciating long name, so GG it is for now. As we can see here, we have the Twitch and the Leona just chilling in the tri-brush, just making their way downtown. We got the Leon pushing himself into the jungle, putting some vision down as the Vi continues taking her red buff.
Guys, can you do me a favor before things get a little bit heated? Pop up that scoreboard and let's make sure that everyone's in their relevant points.
No, not everyone. Well, everyone. Having a look here. Okay. It's alright. Directed camera is jumping between the bot lane and the mid lane. There's obviously some action Riot is predicting that we don't. On just clearing the waves. Pretty even game in the mid lane and the top lane. You know what they say, the top lane is an island.
Yep. Everyone leaves top lane alone. Whether your team is suffering or doing fantastically, top lane is normally left by itself.
Always. Small engage from Zayakal, dealing some damage over there with the Misfortune, just poking him down. This could be a first blood flash from Leona's side. Roll also took a decent amount of damage.
But that is that Misfortune that we were talking about. It hurts.
It does hurt, and especially from the level 3, it does deal the damage. Zayakal still just chilling there, puzzle being engaged with Leona. Taking a little bit of damage, both sides trading, nothing too major. He's still an island. On his Q. Nice knock up from Leon and the stun, but a small little hop from the Nora and he's away.
One thing that I've noticed with these games is normally you can tell from draft who's gonna win. You can tell the teams are winning draft or not. I can't safely say that for this game.
No, definitely not. Both teams have picked quite decent champs into one another. It's going to be one of those games that are going to be tough to judge in the early game. We just have to wait till each team makes a mistake at some point, and whether the other team capitalizes on that or not is something we're just going to have to wait to see.
Well, feedback now from Brendan that the game is still a bit too loud.
Still a little bit too loud. I'll sort that out.
And then us just changing through on that scoreboard. When you have the scoreboard up, you can drag everyone to their relevant places. Mid to mid.
Can I do that then?
You can.
But is it this scoreboard? Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. I didn't know that. I shows you how much time I spend spectating. We have
that's a big biddy no in the top lane.
No.
It is hurting.
Lane top. Okay. There we go. Other side is pretty decent. Alright, there we go. Scoreboard's there. I'll pop it up every now and then. Everyone's on their relevant spaces. Both sides. Young just taking some minions, just farming. Looks like a back from the Gnar, back from the Twitch. Drake is up. It is a potential.
I think that's one of the best quality of life changes that League has done, is that they've now staggered that spawning.
Oh no, definitely, I agree with you there. It's for the best.
It opens up a lot of opportunity for both teams, whether you're prioritizing that first Drake moving up as a team to fight for those void grubs.
No, I agree with you there, because now as you can see we got the Vi already on the Drake, starting the Drake to Occult, moving up to put some vision down for his team. Wukong is there, but I do not think they're gonna contest it 100%. It looks like a safe dragon from the Underporos. Roll and Misfortune are moving down, but I don't think they're gonna contest this Drake just yet. There we go. Vi has taken the Drake. Beautiful. Well done. They capitalized on it. There was very little issues with that.
Void grubs have spawned. I see that the GG jungle has reset, whereas the Underporos Vi clearing through, making our way uptown.
We'll see what they are cooking. Wukong is pushing over to the Void Grubs side. He might actually take his red first and then rotate to the Grubs, or he'll just run straight Grubs. We'll have to see what he does. Bot lane just taking
One
trades.
thing I can say is that the Gnar is making nice priority for that Wukong to freely be able to take Grubs.
Definitely, he's taking a little bit of damage in the trade. As you can see, he just hops away, but he's definitely got his lane prioed for the Void Grubs. Wukong is on those. Yeah, Wukong is on the Void Grubs. There's the first Void Grub taken. It does look like Vi is moving towards there. We'll definitely see what happens. Gnar is going into Mega Gnar.
Just in time to contest.
Will there be a... Will there be... And first blood goes to the GG team contesting. That was well played. On the boards were contesting. We got a mid fight here. Ult from the Diana. That's easily a double kill. That was done very, very well from Diana's side, and they can capitalize on these Void Grubs.
So then just to check, that means one Void Grub for UUP, one Void Grub toward, two towards the side of GG.
That is just the way she goes. checking that scoreboard. You can see that each team is capitalizing on whatever resources are available at the moment. Just gaining some farm, pushing first back for Diana though. Second back for Diana. Looking to get those booties first. Very well done. Got that extra penetration.
That your own farm is clean.
Very, very clean. If that guy was shaving my face, it would be smooth. As I clean that guy farms. We got the Gnar just doing Gnar shenanigans. Hopping onto the Ornn. I don't know why the Ornn is not actually just turning around and fighting within his minion wave. It's a good stun, good ult from the Ornn. Still knocking up. Is this enough to kill the Gnar?
One nice thing that I can say about Gnar is Ornn's brittle procs that proc for percentage max health. No better time to do that than Magnar for.
Oh yes, no, definitely. When you have as much HP as you possibly need to proc that.
Gnar is actually one of the champs I'm looking at learning.
Okay.
So seeing how it's played and just the way that you build into it. I don't know if you have any tips and tricks when you are done with these games. Please holler at your boy. I'd be happy to learn.
Diana poking the Yone. Gnar on the top lane just continuing to poke the Ornn. Bot lane quite stagnant. Nothing too fascinating happening there. It's quite a slow game considering the two teams. The double kill from the Diana was placed very, very well.
One thing that I think the Boros need to work on and to maintain, they need to try and evenly distribute that gold. Having it all on one champ is going to help them in the short run, but throughout the long game, I think that GG's team scales far better.
Well, we're going to have to wait and see at the end of this game to be able to say if that helped. You know, if they prioritize the gold on one guy, is that gonna help, or is it gonna help to would have it helped to distribute the gold? Looking at the Vide going in with the Leona ult, and well done to the Jenkins with the ult coming in.
Magic Fetus unfortunately going down.
Unfortunately, they could look to set up a Drake here, get some vision, clear out some wards.
Wukong is around, but it was spotted by one of UUP's wards.
Yeah, no, so it looks like he's backed. The Roller's back. This could be another free Drake for UUP. Misfortune making her way downtown. Going back in his mid lane. Second Drake for UUP. That was very well timed.
What is the respawn time on the grubs there?
Grubbies. Where would I check the respawn timer?
Bottom left, that little eye where you can see the scoreboard.
This one. Ah, okay. A blue minimap.
Objective timers.
There we go. Aha! There we go. Thank you, Steelo. Grubs are up!
As you mentioned, not too wide when it comes to spectating. We're gonna change that.
Yeah, no, definitely. Play the
do
game
like
more
what,
than I respect.
GG is doing. Nice 3-man on grubs. What that secures them is if they get the 5. Underpour is unable to get the 5, unable to get that buff that point grubs does get.
Unfortunately, the ult from the Diana just wasn't enough. The Young gets takes down the Diana, and there they go. All the Void Grubs were claimed by GG. So it's 5 Grubs to 1.
Which means they get that passive.
They definitely do, which isn't a good sign, but unfortunately there's nothing that the Boros can do about it, but they just have to deal with it when the time comes. Ornn just clearing vision there.
We got a scoreboard request in the chat there, Nurse?
How do I? Isn't there a way I can just like? There we go. Cool. There we
You can
go.
have scoreboard up the whole time.
Thank you. Everyone can just check it on their own times. Again, I play the game more than I watch it, so it's fine. People will forgive me. Right, we got the Twitch and the owner just chilling in the brush, maybe looking to catch the MF out. It looks like she was expecting the two laners to stand down there. Plot was unfortunately foiled by GG, but
Can we talk vision? Please look at that bot river.
That
Vision distribution between GG and UUP.
GG is they want to see every piece of that river. They want to see who's moving, who's not moving. So they definitely got it. They got it warded up. I definitely would say that the UUP do need to get more vision down. You can see the ward difference between the mid laners. It's only a ward vision score of 4, but still, you know, someone's putting down ward, someone's not. And that's a big factor if you're taking that into consideration. Warding can cost you the game.
It is, and unfortunately, Craig Plugs realized that in the week with that volley bear. When we were spectating, our biggest thing we said was, if they don't see that volley coming, there is going to be trouble.
Yeah, no, definitely. And that's something that everyone should try and keep in mind, is that if you don't have the ability to see your ganks, your chances of being caught out are much higher. We have the Fuzzball who's going to get ulted by the Yone with the Wukong coming in. It's a Q from the Yone, and that is a dead Diana. There's a small skirmish in the top lane, and there's the Leona and the Vi in the top lane looking to push against the Gnar. Ult from the Vi, and that's a dead Gnar. At least Ornn got a bit of that gold.
Do you think exactly what we were talking about, that little bit of vision in that bot river could have prevented that Diana from going down?
Yeah, definitely. I think if there was just one other ward there, even if it was for a split second, you know, just get your vision down, make sure that there's no one just standing there waiting for you. That makes a big difference.
Well, like just waiting for you to be engaged upon.
Exactly.
GG taking down the first turret
Well,
in exchange for a Shelly.
yeah, UUP have Shelly, which is good news. Drake is up in 27 seconds. It is a mountain Drake. It would actually count in both teams' favors. So whoever gets if it is a mountain soul, whoever gets the mountain soul, they will be have a good advantage with that soul.
I think it is preferential more on the side of UUP. All they have to do in theory is armor stack, whereas GG have the ability to stack mountain 4 times.
Yes, no,
And
definitely.
UUP only has the ability to
Well, it looks like there's gonna be some shenanigans coming from the GG side, taking out Fuzzball, who
if only there was
was a ward. Yes, unfortunately, but they didn't get the ward out. There was no vision. This is a free Drake for GG. The Underporers, just let them take this Drake, not try and do anything flashy here. They are down 1 player, so we'll just have to see what happens. Muppet Pastor getting over the wall, but with a flashback over.
I think Shadow is too busy watching that Drake fight.
No,
Standing
definitely.
very still.
It does look like a man guilty of not focusing on his lane. I myself am very, very guilty of that.
As mentioned, I know it sounds like I'm repeating. Please look at that vision in that bot river, bot jungle. 6, 7 wards from GG, just in bot river.
Definitely. I think that the coaches are definitely gonna be discussing these things with the Underporers, giving them ideas on how to improve this vision, this warding. You know, They know exactly where the Poras are going to be moving. Another skirmish in the top lane between the Ornn and the Gnar. Flash from the Ornn gets away, but unfortunately at the cost of the flash.
But even from the side of GG, Forks or a Demon, I think you guys can be proud of your team. They are playing very well.
Oh no, definitely they are doing the good things. Let's check the farming. There's an ult, E from the Yone, ult from the Yone, and that is a dead Twitch. Or does he survive? Ah,
The directed camera is spoiling it a little bit.
a little
So,
bit,
you know
eh?
what? We don't need to see this.
He's gonna live, and he does. The Twitch gets away with a very low fraction of HP. Here comes the VAR for a gank. Is this the end of the Gnar? Can they take the Gnar down? Ult from the VAR.
But
And
the counter gank.
unfortunately the Wukong was there. That Vi taking at least 2 turret shots there with the ult from the Wukong. The Vi goes down. Wukong gonna skirmish with the Ornn. Ornn's gonna just dash away. Misfortune coming in. Does she have enough damage to kill him? One auto and he is dead. Unfortunately the Poros have been caught out there a little bit, but it's nothing that they can't come back from. The ult from Joe. Definitely.
Leona ult flash out FF, but they don't know about the Wukong. Magic Fetus with a very nice zoning ult.
Checking the scoreboard, we can see Twitch has his Bork. Diana has the Lich Bane. Yes. Coming in with
You
a
see
vibe, the Sundered Sky.
The 3k gold lead on the side of GG.
Definitely something we should think about when we are discussing the games of the players and so on. Just where are they not capitalizing? What are they doing wrong? How are they earning a little bit more gold than us? Where are we making mistakes? Try and.
I don't know if you've noticed, but every single lane has rotated. The bot zone, the top, the top zone mid.
Everyone is rotating, and I do believe that is something that is key in these sort of situations. Here we have the Yone fighting the Diana. He's gonna go back. He's not gonna get the Diana kill, but Diana will be staying for farm. We have the DC from Twitch, and he is back. Poor
Some
man.
League of disconnects. It's not an Aegis game if you want any technical trouble.
Not at all.
Very nice trade from the Ornn mid.
Twitch going in. Oh, beautiful ult from the Leona. That takes down the Misfortune. The VAR comes in with the ult. Takes a turret shot, but Saya Cult will get the kill on the Rel. Diana and Yone just trading. He's probably gonna go back without doing much more, but he should care for the Wukong who's coming through the Tribosh, maybe to gank, maybe just to clear vision, maybe setting up for a Drake, which is in the next 15 seconds.
That is another mountain Drake.
Oh, that's a
Resistance
dead
is,
fuzzball.
not to be sniffed at.
But it's a trade for the bot lane.
A very early Baron for UUP on it.
They have one pick on the Yone. There's one pick on the Diana. So it looks like they're gonna get the Baron.
Trading a Baron for a Drake.
That is an interesting choice. I have the Baron. They can easily capitalize on that Drake now.
With that Baron going down for me, please on the bottom left, that fog of war. Please put red side fog of war and rewind it a little bit, just so that we can see if there's any vision that would have led them to believe Baron was being taken.
Fog of War, red side Fog of War, and then we go back a little bit.
Yes, sir.
A little bit more. Okay, there they were busy with the Drake. There was no vision.
Absolutely nothing.
There was no vision there. Unfortunately, so they had no idea that the Underpourers were going. Just go back to the fight.
They were just all missing from the map.
Fastball fights the Gnar and he gets the successful kill. Blue side. Oh, red side, red buff is up in 5 seconds, maybe.
Brendan, unfortunately we aren't the LCK and sponsored by Red Bull for Baron Power Play. So we'll have to manually count the little golds that are good.
That's a beautiful ult from the MF. No one is going to die to that though. A lot of damage was done. Shadow tries the ult, but unfortunately dies before he can get it back up. And we have a push down the mid lane. Top lane looks like it's passively pushing down to the blue side. There's an engage from Zaya Cult with a Twitch, which is very sneaky. That's one dead by the Vi. Flash from the Rull. And UG is running away. Nice skill from the Zaya. The Leona getting in there with the E. Wasn't intentional. Wasn't intentional, but they're doing good things with the Baron. They're probably going to push forward. Gnar is coming from behind them, which they should expect, but they don't have. Do they have
Don't
vision?
you want to change Fog of War back to War so we can see what's happening across map?
Jenkins is caught out here, unfortunately. The ult coming from Leona is just not enough to save his life. Didn't have enough HP.
The shutdown going down on the Yona is now 6-1.
Big gold. Big shutdown. We have the Drake up in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Baron up in 3 minutes and 20 seconds. What will each team do? What are your thoughts on the Underpourers looking to take the next Drake, Steelo?
Underpourers, as much as I've been focusing objectives, the early game focus on objectives very clean, very nice. They made sure it was secured. I like the call of taking Baron over Drake. Main reason being it's not soul point. It's just an extra Drake for them.
Unfortunately, Fuzzball caught out here.
Very. We would call it the tunnel vision.
We'd call it the numbers game. You know, if you only see one person on the map, it means that the rest are on top of you.
Yeah, if you only see one, you can assume that they are about to walk as four through and give you the what.
The good old what for. Checking the gold difference. Underpourers have come back. They're about a
Questionable
one.
from the Ornn picking the control ward over the cannon.
Very questionable, but Poros are back up with a 1.3k gold. From a deficit, they've got ahead. Just Wukong clearing some of his jungle. Ornn checking the top lane, hopefully clearing some vision.
Vi doing the same, but the Ornn was spotted out.
Yeah, definitely was. Vi clearing vision. Very stalemate game if you ask me. You know, there's the Wukong, the MF, they're gathering together, but you can also see that the Twitch and the Vi on the bot side, most probably clearing vision for the Drake.
Vi giving up on that ward, saying, you know what, I think my life is worth.
Yeah, definitely. If I get caught out now, there's no smite fight. They have the numbers game, so let's rather not. Wukong just clearing all vision. They definitely, each side is setting up for a Drake. It's up in 32 seconds. And we will see what happens closer to the time. We definitely see the Ornn skirmishing with an R once again.
Just looking at the side of UUP, all ults are up. There is space for smart. Unfortunately, all of the team missing their flashes. No one's flash is off of cooldown. Whereas the side of GG, the only person missing flash is the Roll.
Bot lane got tower dived. I'm gonna just move us back here and manually direct us just to check what happened, because unfortunately the Twitch was tower dived. It does look like everyone is setting back up for the Drake. Both sides are there except UUP is missing one man. There's a skirmish from the Ornn on the Gnar again. Is he gonna chase it? Is he gonna get it? We don't know. I don't think so.
The Ornn doesn't have TP, so he can't join the fight.
No, he doesn't have TP.
whereas Na's TP is about to come up. If Na can leave, I expect to see a back a quick TP towards the Drake.
It was a good ult from the Vi, jumping on the MF to stop the ult. Zaya is helping out his mid laner. Unfortunately, mid laner is gonna fall. The Leona was a little far, you know, should stay with the rest of the team in the middle. Make sure that you're as close to that MF as possible without taking too much damage. But it's just one of those things. There's a TP from the Yone collapsing on the Ornn, pushing the Ornn either out or giving up a kill.
That is the third mountain Drake through to the side of GG.
Unfortunately, they did get it. The Boros, in my personal opinion, have opportunity, but then they need to contest for the next Drake. They actually had the winning advantage in the beginning of the game. They were doing really well. They were pushing their objectives, but yeah, in the mid game, they got picked off. So, like, it's just.
I think the next big fight we're gonna see is a Baron fight. Both sides having TP up, the Na having it, both the Ornn and Diana.
Luckily for UP, Yone's TP is down.
But Yone is there.
He's there. He's there. So if they had to try and push him out, he wouldn't be able to TP back. But we'll just see if he does get caught out.
The Yone is baiting. Misfortune pinging ulti, 21 seconds.
Fuzzball. Just taking a little bit of damage from the Yone. Raul, MF on the backside of the Baron pit. Just constantly moving, waiting for UUP to try and take that Baron. They also have vision within the Baron pit.
I think GG have just been biding their time, waiting for that Misfortune ulti to come off of cooldown.
Definitely waiting for UUP to make a mistake, start that Baron fight, a 4v5. You know, getting one guy caught out trying to clear vision on the other side of Baron pit. They're just taking their time, waiting for things to happen. In the meantime,
No
in the bot lane, just taking turret, split pushing. Ornn on the top side also split pushing. Raul clearing the vision. Here comes Leona, just zoning her out of the place.
They are just hoping for that one pick.
They are. Either side is hoping for that one pick. If Underporers get that pick, you know, on the Yone.
I foresee a Baron call, whereas if GG get it, I foresee a Baron call from their side as well.
So we are just waiting for either side. Diana not present in the fight though. Sorry about that. My hand slipped and touched my mouse. Diana not there though. Waiting to see what happens. It's also the Yone is not present, but he is in the vicinity of Baron anytime they decide to start it. Unfortunately, Diana is on the bottom side of the map. It's going to take her a while to get there. She does, but by the time the TP is used, will it be in time, Steelo? That's the big question.
That is the magic question.
I can have all the TP in the world, but if I don't execute that TP, doesn't mean I'm gonna get there in time. And it does look like GG are engaging on this Baron. They are starting it. Under Poros.
Having a very poor reaction time.
They were just in the vicinity. They all just backed away. It's a 4v3. Leona's caught at the back. Noah TP to the bot lane to help. Here comes the Diana with the TP. But there's too much damage from the Misfortune. Diana had used her ult. That is big, but will the Yone survive? And everyone does the cleanup. I don't think they have enough damage to take this Baron. They should be able to take it with a spoon, you know. But
I think the play that they were waiting for was for that Nard to burn TP, burn it bot lane, pull someone out, make it a 4v5.
No, that is highly probable, because now they know once the Gnar has gone to the bot side of the map, he cannot come back.
There is no support from an owner. As soon as that TP is initiated, they know it's a 4v5.
No, definitely. So it was a really good play on either side. You know, if we look at the gold lead that UUP has grown from their deficit, and they've been capitalizing on the mistakes that GG have been making.
But can UUP play the numbers game? Can
That-
they do the 1-3-1 and use their Baron buff to the best of its abilities? Unfortunately not, because again, it's fight for soul.
It is the fight for soul point now. They could at least send one, you know, just to distract them in the bot lane, catch one out, you know.
But
Even
we've seen the results of a 4v5.
unfortunately, we have Steelo, so they are forced to fight for this Drake, and the Poros have the Baron, but it's a very equal fight. It depends who gets
Premature
picked
Megan,
off.
huh? Very
Very,
premature.
very prim. I agree with you. There's the VAR. Gets thrown over the wall. The ult from the VAR onto the Yone. Yone not taking much damage.
Knock up on
Ult from the Wukong taking down.
Jenkins falls, MF ulti, Wukong ulti again. Zykel down. Tunnel visioning onto the Wukong.
Unfortunately, that Yone got that triple kill.
It is an on. You can't blow your nose at the on.
No, I'm not saying the Ornn's not to be feared,
Not to
but
be trifled with.
the Yone did get the triple kill, so all that gold has gone to him. Let's just hope that the Ornn can push through and use his Baron buff effectively, at least to just take one turret while 4 of the GG members are down.
That is a big one.
Yone has the GA now. On with the demolish, just eating that turret for breakfast. He just needs to stay in vicinity so that the
He just needs to make sure that
cannons.
those cannons are boosted. And you can see the team is pinging him. Stay with the cannons.
Yeah, if he just stayed with the cannons, you know, that turret would have been finished off. He still would have been out of harm's way. We're back to the fight for the Drake once again.
Fighting for soul.
Fighting for soul point. If GG get this is their 4th mountain Drake. If UP get this means they need one more Drake afterwards. So
One big change is MF doesn't have ulti, but she's about to in 12 seconds.
will that ult be enough? Will UP make a mistake for them to capitalize? Will GG get caught out by UP? We just
Only thing that isn't up is everyone's flashes once again.
everyone's always dying to burn those flashes. Here comes the Raul, jumps in, just backs off a little bit. Off the
connection.
miss. Ornn just staying in the vicinity. VAR about to get caught out. Yone coming in. Ornn ult, big Ornn ult. Unfortunately unable to disrupt the MF, but Vi does that.
Out that MF ulti. Big Wukong ulti, big team one.
Is this enough to get the ace? Is this enough for UP to go
We need
and
to
take
track that GA.
that GA is up? Is it enough? No, it's not. That is the ace from UUP. They have the ability to take this Drake uncontested.
They have HP.
Unfortunately,
Sorry, no, you were saying?
unfortunately, Fuzzball doesn't seem to have much HP there.
And if that Drake splash,
It's okay. It looks like he's gonna survive. And that is Mountain Drake for the UP side.
so next one is a soul point for both.
That will be the fight that makes or breaks the game. Zaya just putting in some wards, waiting for the Leona to back, get fresh HP, spend any gold, and then reset and try again. Ornn pushing in the bottom wave. Raul and MF just pushing him out. I see the wards are coming up from the red side. GG just putting down wards in their jungle, making sure they're not getting caught out in their own side of the map. They have one deep ward close to Baron Pit.
What do you think that Yona's last item's going to be? I see the Vampiric Scepter. Do we think it's going to be a BT? Is it going to be... Oh, he's got shield bow. Is it going to be a Bork?
I was about to say it could be a Bork, Steelo. It's highly probable that it's a Bork. I mean, if you wanted to throw things in the mix, I remember Ravenous Hydra used to build into from a Vampiric Scepter, so
I believe it still does.
yeah, it could even be a Ravenous Hydra then. So
Are we going to have the cleaving Yasuo? The Tiamat Yasuo?
Yone.
Tiamat Yone.
yeah, they both do the wind thing, so I'd also get confused. Yone just pushing down that bot lane, looking to get that turret. Diana pushing up the mid wave. Underpor is
Yone-
looking to secure the Baron here.
Yone does have TP up as well as not.
Diana also has that TP up if they need it. She's close to Baron but could have to be forced out of the lane at any moment. Wukong is
Yone
there.
has-
Nar is
Yone
there.
has back. It is currently going to be a 5v4 unless the one.
Ornn has TP up. Orm has the
Like you
TP.
said earlier, you can have all of the TPs in the world.
But how you use it is what makes it effective. Yone just jumping over the wall. Just getting some vision of the rest of the Poros.
Yone
Ornn's,
is the board.
Ornn's still pushing.
MF backing? Interesting.
Interesting back from the MF. Clearing vision from the GG side. Trying to get priority on the Baron. Underporos are hanging around there, just making sure that they don't start without them. We have the flash from the Ornn again. His TP is
Turret shots.
constantly. TP for the Ornn is still up. You see Leona's clearing out some of that vision. Ornn
Very good
pushing the
pressure
bot
from
lane.
side of UP.
No, definitely. Ornn's really being a menace. Which looks like we have a back from the Yone. He does have TP still, so he can take that chance. Leona still clearing that vision. Procs the Baron, and they're gonna take a couple of shots at Baron.
Very clever move by MF.
Very, very. We got the Gnar and the Yone on the Ornn now.
Yone
Ornn,
waiting in the wings.
Ornn trying to escape, but I don't think he has enough.
Not
He's-
after that.
and,
Big
GG left. They leave the Ornn to survive. He came back, he has a TP. Underporos have started the Baron. Raleigh's there with the Oracle lens, trying to clear out as much vision with the Wukong coming around to the side. TP in from the Yone, TP in from the Gnar, and TP in from the Ornn. Unfortunately, it was a bit late. TP from the Ornn, but his ult does get there, and
huge diagonal.
huge. Definitely huge Diana ult. That was done very, very well. Now they need to 1-3-1. They need to push the mid lane. They need to push the bot lane. Top lane needs to get pushed out. If they don't end this game here. VAR taking a few shots. Inhib being taken.
This could be a GG.
This could look like it's the end of the game. That's the first turret to fall, second turret to fall, and game one goes to the ultimate under Poros. Well done. Very well played. Very, very well played. I can definitely say that at some point in that game I wasn't completely sure who was going to take that one. You know, each team just waiting for one mistake to happen, one misplaced ability, one person just being out of line, you know.
That's all that they were waiting for.
But it was really, really well done from.
Chat saying Zyacult MVP.
He played very well. He really did. It was quite brilliant performance from the Leona. If we go check, I'll just go to here.
Have a squizzy at that match history.
That's
Yone
right,
doing the most damage throughout the game, 47,000.
Fair.
Followed shortly by Fuzzball, 41,900.
Let's have a look here. Total damage dealt. Got the Diana doing mad amount of damage. So this is all the damage. You know, it's quite well. 236,000 damage from the Diana side. Why just doing
That
200?
was a game.
That was
That is all I can say. That was a game.
I agree with you there. It definitely was a game. I cannot think of any other way to start a series. You know, this is good. This is brilliant.
So potentially 2 games left of the series.
Potentially 2 years if the GG team can rally after this game and they can actually come back with an answer to the Diana, an answer to that Vi, then I think they have a possibility to win the second game and we could go into a third game.
I think if GG channels the inner Krug plug, they're gonna use the rage from this game, and they are just going to fuel it into games 2 and 3.
Oh no, definitely, I agree with you there. I don't think that they're gonna let this not let this affect them. You know, it's always the best to win the first game in a series, because if you lose the second one, you still have one more to get back to. But unfortunately, GG hasn't won this game. UUP won, so they have a deficit, so they know the pressure is on. If they lose this game, the series is unfortunately then over for them.
We're just going to have to see. I think with Farouz coming back in now as their jungle, it's going to be a little bit of a different dynamic. They mustn't forget that they're still forfeiting their first 3 bans.
Yes, yeah, no, definitely. Can I just give it to the underpros? You know, if we have a look here, you can see that there's 2 bans on their side where GG have 5 bans. So even if that 3 ban deficit is there, they still rallied. They still found what was needed to overcome. I mean, look at the Leona score. Leona is 4 for 1 for 16. That's kill participation is there. That Leona is doing what Leona needs to be doing, and that's just taking damage, preventing someone else from dealing damage, displacing everyone in their way, you know.
That is why Zycult is in the runnings for Division 3's most KP.
Yeah, no, definitely. He's there. He's watching the game. He's making sure that, you know what, it doesn't matter how they're positioned. I will position myself to still have the advantage, even if I have to take a lot of damage.
The closest person with that amount of KP this game was the Diana. It was the Fuzzball.
Yeah, no,
Sitting at
definitely.
19 of 29.
No, I agree with you there. So we just have to wait and see for the next game. If Fuzzball's now out, he did give his participation in that game quite well.
He did. He gave it his all, and all we can say from the side of Ultimate Gaming is thank you.
It was few really good ults from the Diana causing the ace with that last Baron. It was a close call at many times of the game, but yeah, the Poros, they rallied. They won their first game. They're ready to take on their second game.
We must just make sure that they are adding you into that lobby. They do have 10 minutes between games to get that in.
Yeah, no, they definitely do. So what I will say to our viewers is we will be back shortly. I just want to grab something to drink.
A nice glass of Oros would go down.
Yeah, no, definitely. Steelo, are you gonna stay here, talk to the viewers? Do I leave?
You can put us down as be right back. I'm gonna cook myself up some Oros, a cup of coffee for Mal, and we will be back.
Thank you. BRB. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That was interesting couple of games. Why is my league not showing? Ah, there we go. League is
I needed
showing.
to take a walk around, bro. I've been so tense from that game.
Right, that was like I said, Steelo, just before we went on the break, there was times where I was not sure who was going to get a pick on who. Each team was playing safe. Each team was checking their corners, except though the Poros didn't have enough vision at some point. But I mean, they still did it. Here comes my invite from Nando's.
It's like they knew we were back.
It's like they were waiting just for us.
I think a lot of those fights last game, I don't want to take it away from anyone. Both teams were very well played. They were coin flip fights. They could have gone either way.
If either one of the teams made mistakes in those fights, I'm just going to push
the
that
tides
as well.
would have changed.
Yeah, the tides would have definitely changed.
Completely.
Definitely. So it was just about who gets the pick. There goes the Zara ban again for the GG side. Poro is not going to be banning for the next 3 bans.
Any
Joining.
changes on the lineup except for Farouz?
No changes on the lineup from either side. It's just Farouz that has joined us, which is going to be interesting because that means are they not banning? No, they're not, because they got.
You're poking the bear there.
Nah, just playing around. I'm just playing around. I'll quit my shenanigans. That's unsportsmanlike. No, as you say, Steelo, either side, it was a coin flip. The lineup changes. They're just not here. You know, it's just Farouz. He's coming in from the jungle, which means that Muppet Master goes back down to his ADC role, and they banned his Jinx. He's been playing Jinx in the last 10 games. He's played about 7 games of Jinx, you know.
They banned his Jinx in the last game as well, not knowing that he wasn't playing ADC.
Not knowing he wasn't playing ADC. There goes his Vi ban. Not knowing that...
that he is now the ADC.
Yes, this is very interesting.
They're missing the crucials. They're missing that Lilia, that Viego.
We will have to see, you know. Farouz, he could bring out the Rek'Sai, you know.
They are listening in chat under Boris, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it wasn't. It's done deal now. It's over. You know.
I said what I said.
So no, we'll have to see. We have the Misfortune first pick. It's
To the side of GG.
to the side of GG, yes. Another Ornn from Shadow. I definitely think there should be a Viego.
If not, it's a missed opportunity.
Oh, even that, the Kane is looking impressive with a 4.38 KDA, 67% win rate, 83% win rate. There's a Rek'Sai with a 55% win rate, 2.85 KDA. And there is the Aurelian Soul. That is beautiful. We see that GG capitalized on these bans. Get the Ace Soul first, so they can't get it out of the way later. That is...
that can only be then a no-no on there.
It can only be a no-no on there. And then we have Zyakult's good old Nautilus coming into the play as well.
We've got an oof from Zulf in chat.
Oof.
A big oof.
Big oof. I mean, Fuzzball saying good luck, UUP. Fuzzball, you did well. That was a decent Diana game, and we thank you for that game, helping us carry. Fuzzball, Diana, FTW means Diana for the win.
I don't know about that one, Chief. Yeah, it's all very comp dependent.
We have the Vega from
Nando's.
from UUP side. The set ban, because you can only ban so many jams. You can't ban them all.
And they don't have the opportunity to ban the asshole this game.
Well, the next ban would be crucial for UUP. So
Now
let's.
we are going to catch the asshole mechanics live. We've got video evidence of the asshole mechanics. So the next time someone tells me asshole doesn't have mechanics, yes it does.
There goes the Yone on the side of GG, and his Rek'Sai is banned. Remember, Rek'Sai has a 55% win rate, 2.85 KDA. He's done decent with the Rek'Sai. What will we be seeing? Are we seeing a Viego?
Thank you for the follow, Fizzball.
This thing I have when I joined this first one.
Hello, Owen.
Hello, Mick.
How are you doing today?
I'm good, and you? Are you streaming the game?
Yes, sir, we are.
It's
What?
on Ultimate Gamer, yeah.
Ultimate Steelo.
Still, we have an invader.
We do.
We have the Udyr, like we discussed, Steelo, and we have the Caitlyn. And an Akshan.
Just give me a second.
Alright. What is the last pick for UUP? And it's the J4. That is an interesting pick. We'll see what happens. Sock Monster 838, thank you for the follow. We really appreciate that. And it is, of course, the Aurelian Soul. Onana on the Soul, ready to see slap more cheeks. Steelo's cheeks got slapped by him. If Steelo was currently here, he'd agree. Game number 2. What are your predictions for game number 2, chat? Are we seeing a game for UUP to end the series, or do we get a third game in the series? What are your thoughts? Who is next to take this game? Right, while we wait, we can jump back to the op.ggs. We can have a look at the lineups, the players, how many games are getting of who. As we know, Fuzzball was a sub. He's been subbed out for Fairuz. Fairuz doing well in the jungle. Fairuz did get the J4 on the list. Not been played recently, but you never doubt a person on their lack of the games, but on how they play the games. We have the Nautilus from the Zaya cult. Nautilus has got a 54% win rate, 28 games. Seems his Nami has also been on point lately, 5.24 KDA with 55% win rate. Still just waiting for us to join the game. Muppet Boss back on his ADC role. He's doing the Caitlyn. His Caitlyn also not listed within the last couple of games he's played, but never judge about the abilities, whether they can or not. GG Jenkins going back into the mid lane. He has quite a good reputation with the Vargo. It's a 78% win rate. 1 minute remains. Then we have a magical fetus back on the misfortune. Beautiful win rate there. KDA 2 win rate is 38%. And the game seems to be loading in fast. So let's go have a look at how this plays out. This is game number 2. Ultimate Underporos versus GG. And there we go. Seems that the right was giving me a hard time. Just waiting. We are loading in the game. Can check all the masteries. Level 7 Caitlyn, level 7 North. No mastery on the Ornn. Level 5 Veigar, and we are live. Game number 2. Let's see how this plays out. Will there be an invade from the Nautilus side? I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Possible, not possible. Veigar going his own way. Now that there's been a substitution, the game should get a little bit more exciting. See if the Underpourers have pulled something out of their sleeves. The metaphorical rabbit out of the metaphorical hat, if you will. Sol and Veigar mid. It's going to be an interesting matchup indeed, Fuzzball. I do think that this will be a hard game to see. Does look like Uria is going to be starting on his red side, J4 starting on his blue side. Akshan just getting in some deep vision. I go back in lane alongside with the Akshan. First trade from the Akshan side, gets a little bit of damage off. Interesting that the Ornn is going to see the wrath of the Asol. Will Shadow be able to stop him? Will he be able to zone him enough so that he doesn't get farm, or will he feel the late game scaling of the Asol? Veigar being poked out, nice sniff, or stun from the Veigar, good cage. Let's check the scoreboard.
Sauce, what do you think about this lane swap?
Interesting lane swap. Very interesting lane swap.
I don't think it's as interesting as you think. It's what Asol wants. Asol wants a lane where all they're gonna do is farm and scale and farm and scale.
Well, one thing that I do think is that if the Ornn can zone that soul enough, deny him gold, deny him a little bit of XP, then you'll be able to hold him under control. But otherwise, that Asol late game, if enough resources, enough gold, they can definitely make a difference with that Asol.
Yeah, passive scaling. Passive scaling. If they can keep the Asol behind, I think
there's a tower dive.
A couple steps in the right direction.
Is it the death from either side? Is he dead? And he is. He died. You see that? First blood to each of the mid laners. Chat's probably gonna ask me to fix this again, so let me just fix it now. Roll back there. Goes to swap. That's fine. done this earlier, but I forgot. There we go. Get everyone sorted. Oh, there's a dive from the Fairuz as well as the Scion. Oh, the give me Scion, the Udyr. I see the Ornn, and I think Big Red Man. I think of Scion. Bot lane just trading passively.
Floating, hoping again for one mistake.
On either side. Misfortune not landing that Q on the Kates.
But interesting again, the MF roll, lacking the CC to avoid that.
Definitely.
Nice top gank with counter.
The action is poking down the Veigar.
The Akshan Vega lane is in
The Fairuz is there as well.
you just need to swap the Vega scoreboard.
Veigar on the Ornn. Alright, then let's swap. Go. We have the Akshan being sandwiched between the J4 and the Veigar. Is he gonna try and get the kill? He does get the kill, yes, another kill for the J4. Well, for the Boros, it's 2-2 equal. At least it was a good trade.
It's getting Markle on.
They were just testing the waters there, checking who's there. Not doing anything too fancy. And a pause. Top issue game. Restart. Okay, so it looks like our Ornn is cruising on his own mission there.
Yeah, doing what he needs to do. League of Pauses. Like I said, it would not be
It wouldn't be a series without.
this game.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a series without at least one connection issue, without one pause. Looking at the scoreboard, Steelo,
Yes, sir.
what do you think we will be seeing here?
I've had the pleasure of laning into this ASOL before. I've seen what it can do. I think being evenly matched with the Ornn farm, it's worth more on the ASOL. At 100%, it's worth more on the ASOL. I like that there's a bit of a diversity now between AP and AD. That's definitely gonna be a good way to spread out the money, if I can put it that way. UUP is gonna have to spend a little bit more money making sure that they can capitalize against both kinds of damage.
And we are back.
And then the game is just going to pause for competitive integrity.
Ah, okay. I shouldn't worry then. At least you've streamed before, Steelo, so it makes our lives easier.
Yeah, so that's the only thing you need to be made aware of is after a game pause, the right client
Needs to
just waits out a little bit for everything to be competitive.
very nice. On poking down the ASOL.
What happened there?
That was an
W cancel
very interesting
interaction.
yeah, I must say. Akshan just demolishing this poor
Just
Veigar.
going in.
Just going in, just hurting him. Veigar misses his W, at least he hits the Q, gets a little bit of stack, but Akshan is just forcing him out of lane.
Looks like UUP have learned a little bit. They've got vision all the way down Bog River and stuff.
which is good, but there's always chance for someone being caught out. UUP taking this Drake, 4 of them down there, only them
Bot lane
15.
is rotating up, but it doesn't look like their bot lane is 6, so they can't ulti over that.
they're just gonna let them take this. Continue farming. UP gets the Drake. That's the first objective. While like Udia, he looks like he's going for grubbies. Let's continue the grubs. He's got those. So still I have to ask you a question. Would you say that trading the grubs for the Drake is worth it in this point?
For first Drake, no. I think the true damage and the passive that those grubs give you is invaluable. As a top laner myself who likes to do what we call Steelo things, they really help me take down turrets to the best of my ability. That extra true damage, those two minions that spawn to tank turrets for me.
Akshan
Very
gets
nice
this.
best opportunity.
Ah, beautiful. Beautiful. Orn just hides behind that turret. Just keeping himself alive.
Takes 2 ultis for that though.
We'll have to see how that plays out for the GG side. Bot lane just doing their own little thing. Udyr minding the ways of the jungle. TP from the Ornn side, but they get back into lane. J4 sitting in the bot side, just waiting for Raul to step out of position, waiting for the MF just to walk up to put a ward.
Waiting for that Nautilus hook.
Exactly, waiting for the Nautilus hook.
It's like they know.
It's like they can see. It's like they can see into the future, you know. There's a hook from the Nautilus. It does land. Raul jumps in with the W.
J4 has left.
J4 is no longer there, and there's just a little bit of a trade on either side.
ADC on UUP does have 6. So there is a bit of a level advantage.
UUP's ADC
Just hit 6.
has a little bit
MF
more
still
farm.
fine.
Hook on the Nautilus again, and it goes for the ult. Just a bit of a skirmish Q to deal some damage, but nothing's gonna come of that. That does mean Nautilus ult is down. Ace are pushing. The Ornn misses his dash. Ults again.
360
Misses
nice
his the
by
ults.
Ace.
Man's just dealing damage. That's the problem. You're leaving the Ace ult to cook. Here's the gank. And a counter gank, but nothing will come of it.
Was that a flash coming through from the video? It was. Oh no, Ghost.
It
Who
was,
flashed?
I think the Ornn flashed. He's
Did.
Yeah.
He's,
his timer is the freshest.
See, there's those asshole mechanics. Just a quick Q, drop comment, relax. You're not burning your mana, you aren't.
Let's just have a look at those wards in the bot lane. Someone's been listening to you, Steelo. We've got 3 vision wards there. 1 vision ward from blue side. Another ward comes in. So their vision is improving.
Owen telling us that it was a roll that flash, Nikki got scared.
Oh, okay. Magma from the comment section just shouting at the poor Veigar for being in the wrong position at the wrong time.
That
Oh,
was
Ornn,
telling
sorry.
you that the scoreboard was wrong.
Oh, is that?
That was aimed at you.
Oh! I'm sorry, Magma. Love you very much, my friend. Thank you for informing me. Even though it's been fixed for like half the
No,
game.
That's where the fix came from.
I think that my connection is just a little slow on my phone. Roll flashed. Yeah, you see now I only get the roll flashed, so it must be my phone is
Not too fast,
yeah, there we go.
and
He tried his best, you know, he just couldn't get away.
it's like those boards didn't do anything.
You can put the wards there, but if you don't check the minimap. Fire
My
is taking
biggest
the
issue is I'll see
grubs.
things happening on the minimap, but my brain doesn't register. And like I'll see the jungle walk past, and I'll say, oh yeah, he walked past. Surprise!
I saw with the ult coming over the wall, but unfortunately the J4 just couldn't get out. He was just kept there. Fargo getting a grubby.
Old man Jenkins with the little pistol.
Just a small one. No, the enemy team won't even notice it, you know.
Yum yum yum. But just the one is all that he needs to prevent him from getting that full buff.
That is very true.
Very,
Flash
very
from the
much
Asol. Is it an ult from the Vigo? Does he have ult? It's a
Does he
Q.
have the gameplay button?
And it's a dead Asol, but it's also a dead Vigo.
Dead
On-
Jenkins.
Ornn's gonna fight the J4 along with the Akshan. He's gonna flag and drag over the wall. Here comes the Akshan. Is he gonna... Oh, with the ult, he's kept in range, but just out of range of the turret. But he does at least get away. If he could just
The
catch
Akshan
him.
had gotten that the Asol had been revived. Straight back to Stacky.
Bot lane just clearing each other's vision one at a time. J4 taking his chickens. Ornn clearing. Now ready for the back. Raul clearing some vision.
While Udia cleans up the grubs.
Raul might get caught out here. Raul is going to face the J4, but Raul does back off. Clearing more vision from the bot lane side. J4 just waiting to see if anyone pushes up. That was a good cancel though. That was a great dodge from the action side. Here's J4 as well.
Just
Looking
clearing vision, getting spotted out. Well done to not face check the bush.
very nice. On in Asol just doing top lane things, being islands, trading minions.
Asol has big PP ult.
Big ult. J4 taking blue buff. Udia coming from the rear side of the Herald pit. J4 leaves the game. Asol's caught out. No, is he? Is the Udia enough? Yeah, he chases him away.
One missed the ult.
Completely.
As much as it said J4 disconnected, he's still operating.
You know, Rito, sometimes Steelo just doesn't want to be our friend. Is this enough to get the Asol
Spaghetti
killed?
coded.
Yeah, it must be. Is the Ornn gonna try and run back? Try and kill the Asol? Is the Vigo gonna get the ult off? Udyr is in the region, but it looks like Asol is backing along with the Udyr.
That is a lot of damage from the Akshan.
Akshan is just getting fed. 107 farm from the Akshan. And 87 for the Vigo.
But if we have a look, Vargo's sitting on 90 stacks.
Very, very nice. Very nice. Well, let's see how this continues to play out. That looks like a dead Vigo. That really does. There's an ult though.
Does he get beyond turret?
He does. He survives by the hair on his chinny chin.
I think that's a perfect Santa Vago skin for that.
No, definitely. He's definitely on his way to climb down the chimney somewhere.
Are you seeing these Asol mechanics? Just the quick Q flash. Just to proc combat.
Very. This person is playing this Asol very, very well. Slapping cheeks. He's
And
not caught out.
understand me with that
No.
last week.
Not flashed out of there. He's just taking all the damage and staying out of reach of the turret, just hurting that Ornn. Here comes the J4 for the game. Is it enough? Does Ornn die here? The Ornn misses his Q. It looks like the Asol might die. The unfortunate ult from the J4 keeps him behind. That split second. That split second.
Ornn is alive.
The Ornn survives. The Asol survives. So it's been was an interesting fight. I wouldn't call it worth it for the side of the UUP. They did lose a little bit of cooldowns to try and kill that. But they're doing well. But it does look like GG is gonna get this Aegis deck. MF backing. I do think if there's a third game, they need to consider if they pick blue side and they have first pick, they need to try and get that MF picked out. Even if you can't ban it, maybe you should try and play it then.
I don't know if Muppet Faster plays it.
Oh, well, we hope for UUP side they do. He does, you know.
Or even that Asol first pick.
For the Jenkins, it's could be a
Still
very
sitting
good pick.
Pretty even in farm, that top lane.
Very even, very close. Even with the one death from the soul, they're still very, very equal. That soul is just doing
Soul is
mass.
sitting on 180 stacks.
That's a lot of stack. That's fun. And as far as I know, stacks make that queue much longer than it really is.
No.
Or is it AP?
No, it's not AP either. It's percentage max health damage every time that cube rocks.
Oh, very nice. This is probably a very dead Akshan. He got caught out there, which is very good. He'll take the Vigor with him, but that's a good sign from UUP. They get that guy under control. There's a fight. Ornn uses his ult, lands the ult, deals a little bit of damage, but just gets ulted by the Asol. Lots of damage coming from the Asol side. 360, no scope. Does Ornn die? Yes, yes he does. Three of them looking up to maybe get a vision on Baron.
Did they use Shelly?
I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe they killed the Shelly, but they didn't get the eye.
Interesting.
Because technically speaking, even if you kill Shelly, you'll still get the back buff, the bonus recall.
And, yeah, and if you picked up the eye, whether it times out or not, it gets used automatically.
Yes, so I don't think they picked up the eye. Muppet Bossy just trying to take that top turret, running away from the scary looking Asol.
Stacks on Asol 212.
Very, very nice.
Backing like a fiend.
That's
Oh, never mind. As per Magma, they did use the Shelly mid, but the directed camera didn't think it was that important.
oh, of course not. Rito again. This is a dead Asol, which is huge for UUP. Getting
Going
him
on
under
to
control.
Zygote.
Yeah, onto the Nautilus. Man needs gold to support. Can't support without gold. Each turret in the top lane is quite low, so a good push from UUP should be able to eliminate that turret. There's the Akshan getting stunned. Is it enough to kill him? No, it's not. Is it gonna flash after? And it's the ult. And he's dead. Flash from the Akshan saves his life. That's
Big 3-man gang.
that's a rough one.
It's a big 3-man mid.
Very big. Huge actually. Top lane got that turret, busy pushing in. Gonna back off to that wave. Ornn also doing things in the bot lane, just side pushing the wave.
I like both teams' rotations. Top lane is now in the bot lane. The bots have swapped.
It's very good matching one another, making sure that they're getting all the objectives. Orn just fighting the Ural, trying to contest that ward. Akshan coming in, just removing that vision. And Drake
Shows
is
you how deadly vision is. If people are willing to fight for vision this hard.
it's a bad addiction to get into Steelo. Is Zayak caught out here? Maybe, maybe not. It's a big ult from the Vega. Is it enough to slow everyone on ult? And 360 no scope does a lot of damage. The Akshan gets killed. It really does hurt.
Can just clean up anything that you peek can just be undone by the action.
And there's another kill towards the Udyr. The gold is pretty well separated from one another, well spread. Akshan has 6 kills, 3 deaths, 4 assists. That man has got gold. That is an ace over Drake. That was UUP being caught out of position there. I think if they just left it either way, they would have gotten that Drake. You know, they wouldn't have gotten ace and then the Drake. They would have just got the Drake. So that was a little bit of a not so worth.
One Drake away from soul point.
So, like I say, if they left it, it would have anyway been the same outcome. There would have been one Drake away from soul point, but also now they got an entire ace just for that fight. So we're not sure if that's worth Steelo. We're not sure, but we'll see. We'll see. Maybe it's part of the plan. You never know. It could all be calculated.
250 stacks on the ASOL, 180 on the Vega.
GG just clearing some vision around the Baron pit.
If we can't see it, nobody can.
Exactly. UUP also clearing some vision. Just waiting for someone to make a mistake over contest, as was the case within the Dragon pit.
But same with last game. Each team is just waiting for that one misplay, that one early flash, that early engage.
That miscue. Anyone who, anyone who steps out of line and gets caught out, that fight is going to start.
And I think the decider in that last game was the early Vega cage.
Yeah, definitely. You know, they were so confined to that space, they couldn't really get out without risk of getting stunned and anyway dying. So you just try and put up a fight before you leave.
That is the scary part about Vega though, is you know as soon as his cage is down, he is engageable. I think that's the best word to use is anytime you're looking for a team fight, you're waiting, has Vega used his cage yet?
Yes. You gotta keep a track on that cooldown, because the moment that cage is up and you're in the middle of this team fight and someone just by accident walks into it trying to avoid it, but the inevitable happens and you get picked off because of that, then already it's a 4v5. Doesn't matter what the rest of everyone's HP bars look like, you're gonna fight 4v5. Vigo maybe getting caught out there. Luckily for him, he had his stun up. He's probably going to die.
What we're talking about.
The moment he tries to engage, that cage is used. He's up. The team is already 4v5. That was well played from the Vega side.
Again, GG floating Baron.
Very nice. Very nice. They're looking. They're trying to. They see that the UUP is possibly spread out.
That is the third ward that they've placed there. They know that there's a control ward taking that.
Yeah, definitely. They need to do some investigation there.
The side of GG picking Drake, knowing it's soul point.
see if they're gonna set up. We got the Ornn ult onto the Asol ult onto the Ornn. Just the trade of resources, but Asol, unfortunately, if the moment you start running away, the moment you start dying, that is a dead Ornn.
The moment you start running away, you've lost it.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Very well played, sir. No.
That was really well played, I must say so myself. The Ral taking the popcorn over, I don't think that was intentional. Getting caught out by the Veigar cage. That Veigar cage is down, so he's engageable. Roll with the flash.
Oh, sorry, action in the wings. Assault stacking up a storm in top lane, knowing it's uncontested.
Just pushing that turret out, getting as
Assault
much
doesn't have
farm.
TP.
17 seconds left on the Drake. Another Hextech Drake. This is so point for GG. UP have to fight this.
Have to contest.
It looks like Nort is going to be backing. Does Nort think he will be back in time before?
That's a questionable back. 3 to the side of UUP, rotating up to prevent an assault.
Well, we got the MF, the Ral, and the Udyr down at the Dragon.
As well as
Akshan has just joined the fight. J4 is looking to come in with the Veigar and the Nautilus. Do they have enough 2P from the GT side? Do they have enough to get it all down? They do not, unfortunately.
He got the steal.
You got the steal, but there was a few sacrifices involved. It's unfortunate, but it happens. The Duke does look like they're going for a sneaky Baron. Look to clear vision, start Baron. Is it possible, Steelo? Will they get this done?
Udyr does have smart, seeing as he does use it, right?
Is UUP, can UUP stop this? I don't think UUP can stop this even. Ult
Assault
from
coming to split roast the very late.
Baron is slain by GG's side. GG now have the upper hand. They have Soul Point waiting for them next round, so maybe they can capitalize on that. Maybe UUP can take that away from them. You know, given the circumstance, they just lost the Baron. They're a little down by gold. I say a little, but it's like 5k gold down. That's a big deficit. You know, it's not something you want to see. They have 2 Drakes, whereas GG now have 3. GG is capitalizing on every mistake that UUP is making. Everyone that is caught out, they have capitalized on very well. They have left very little for UUP to do in terms.
There's nothing on the table for UUP. Asol sitting with 350 stats. Veigar sitting on 175. Battle of the scale.
And unfortunately, the back line of GG is that MF, and her ults do damage. It's the Akshan ults do damage. You know, they have a bit of disrupt, but if that back line is able to do its damage, it's gonna be GG. You know, that MF ult. That is a beautiful cage from Veigar. That Asol gets caught out. As we were talking about the MF ult, that is what they were waiting for. The ult from the Nautilus, the flash engage, the flag and drag, the ult from the Caitlyn, and the J4 goes down. Does the Veigar go down as well? Is the ult from the Akshan. Unfortunately, Nautilus falls. This means Veigar falls. Are they going to take the turret? Are they going to take the Caitlyn down? What will they be doing?
With Baron buff.
They are just going to look to be pushing through. Udyr just looking for that Caitlyn. But the Ornn in the top lane doing things. Pushing his wave. Going to get a lot of damage from the Akshan. He should be chasing him.
Can they base race?
But can they? But can they? That is the true question. This Akshan still chasing the Ornn. He knows his team is just pushing down the mid lane, cracking open the base, just doing this damage. Akshan is like an ASOL. You start running away, you're dead. The ult was very late time from the Ornn. Unfortunately, he doesn't get the knockup
Tunnel
off.
vision a bit and died to the Caitlyn.
Unfortunately, they both tunnel visioned. You know, the Ornn wanted that, just that ability to take down at least one turret in the base, but Akshan was just right there telling you, not today, my friend. Chasing him down all the way up to river and still getting the kill on him, which is very unfortunate. Drake's up in a minute, so they're starting to clear some vision.
ASOL losing a bit of momentum on the stack, sitting at 358. Veigar doing Veigar things, sitting at around 200 extra AP.
Veigar still has his cage up, but Poros seem to be capitalizing on the mid lane minions instead, not trying to contest for the soul point. Unfortunately, Veigar will be cut out here. The ult from the ASOL to try and catch the Veigar, and they do. He's out of the picture. J4's, that is a big no-no. J4's coming down, but he's one man. Caitlyn is there. Nautilus is there. It's a 3v4 at the moment. 3v5. And Ornn is in the top lane. He has a TP. If he doesn't use that TP in time, he will just join the rest of his team on a cooldown death timer. And that is a nice,
Looks like a very free soul.
a very free soul. That is a very nice soul point for the GG side. They have just been dominating this game. They have been doing very well. They've got a good goal lead, so it does look like it's leaning into that side, you know, leaning that they could actually take this and bring us a game 3. Akshan again chasing this Ornn.
One knows that there's nothing that he can do about it.
He's just gonna take that damage. There's the MF. This is a dead Ornn. He's caught out 4v5. Baron's up in 45 seconds. Fairu spotted by the Raul. Veigar cage down. Not able to capitalize on that as the Udyr is pushing in. Flag and drag from the J4 and the Veigar Qs.
No, there's
Just-
nothing.
Just
You
Qs.
miss 100% of the keys you don't take.
That's also very true.
Side of GG is pinging Baron's.
Baron's up in 12 seconds. 17 seconds left on the Ornn's death timer. Will you be able to fight off this Baron, or is GG going to capitalize and just take it for themselves? Lots of vision on Baron. Scrying orb. Got their vision down. Marked it out. Baron pit does look like it doesn't have vision anymore. Veigar and Caitlyn are hanging around there. They do look like they're gonna contest. ASOL
Ornn is
pushing.
free to match. Both do have TP.
ASOL just doing what ASOL does best. Lots of pings from both sides. It looks like there will be a fight for the Baron. On ult, on miss. On misses everything. Oh, ASOL has the ult on the Ornn with the damaging fire breath. But doesn't.
I do think that big ASOL ult would have played out better at Baron.
I agree with you there. It's a bigger disable, more targets to take out rather than try and take the Ornn. But it doesn't look like GG is much worried about that. They're just trying to secure a pick on the jungler on the top side of the map. We see that J4 flag and drag there. There's the damage, the ult from the action. Does he die?
Thank you
Yes,
for
it
the
does.
follow there, Kavita.
Action does die. not action. J4 dies because of the action ult. The action is now caught out. He does die, and that is a big bounty. That is 800 gold. That is 800 gold to the Caitlyn. So that is hopefully gonna put them back in the driver's seat.
We take this.
Those are good dubs to take. Either side just got vision on the Baron, making sure neither is taking it. All the Drakes up in 2 minutes for 12 seconds.
Ace all back like she never left. Still sitting bot lane. Free stacking. That's exactly what an Ace all wants.
Getting all that gold, you know, getting all that farm. You know, it's
all the stacks. Ace all sitting on 438 stacks.
that is quite the stacking number. J4 just taking this blue buff. More vision, still vision on the Baron. Either side just making sure ready to contest at a moment's notice. Video clearing red and chickens. And then it does look like the Boros side is pushing up to check mid. Maybe from mid rotate to the potential Baron from GG side. Careful clearing chickens. This is a tight match. Ornn up in the top lane trying to clear. Could be the mistake that the GG side is looking for. The damage from the Caitlyn on the MF was enormous. Akshan just stealthing himself away. It's these plays. Someone's gonna match the Ornn top lane, maybe. Does look like PUP are taking this Baron, but it looks like GG are gonna not give it up. They're gonna come in with a fight. Roll goes in, probably Misfortune has the ult. The Ornn with the ult knocks the Aesol into the air. Aesol just doing mass amounts of damage to the backline. Ornn is probably gonna die here, and this would be the Baron that GG are looking for. And that is a dead Ornn. This is a dead Baron, and this should be the end.
Are they gonna numbers game it, or are they gonna run it straight down mid?
I think they're just gonna run it straight down mid. I mean, they have the Baron. Look, Aesol is already there, ready to take that inhibitor. The rest of the team just clearing the minions out so they can get to the next turret. There's 11 seconds on the Nord, 15 seconds on the Vigar. That's one turret down. That's two turrets down. And that is GG to the side of GG.
And Nona is even here in chat saying enjoying the show.
Loving the show.
Knows that Aesol, it's cooked.
That's a cooked Aesol. Definitely.
Just to check how many souls in Naga was it, Jad?
No, that was a good run from the GG side, which means
I think the lack of bans cooked them though.
well, it did definitely. It definitely did. Not being able to take out that Aesol, that is a bit of a problem. So that does bring us to a third game, Steelo. That brings us. I always love a third game because you know what, it proves who is the best of both worlds here. You know, is GG gonna continue with the Aesol demolish because they can? The Aesol demolition can continue because there's no ban to contest
there's
it.
no way for them to contest it. One thing that I have seen, and it's playing a big part in this Aegis League, is whoever wins game 1, they normally tend to lose 2 and 3.
I can personally vouch for that.
Game 1 gives them a taste of complacency.
And you don't want to be complacent. The moment you're complacent, you're giving those guys the edge because they already know it's down to the wire. If we lose this game, we're out of the series. So we need to at least win the second one so we can bring back a third game. Alright, Steelo, I need to BRB Do I leave you with our viewers or do we
You are
BRB?
more than welcome to. I'm going to sit here and just recap what I've just witnessed.
Alright, and then I'll be back in a moment.
Brendan, you did predict it. Or rather, your prediction is UUP going 2 for 1. It is now 1 for 1, so you basing everything on game 3? Anona showing us exactly what she bragged about beginning of the stream, saying, this is my ASOL and this is how I do it. The ASOL mechanics that some deem as non-existent, I beg to differ. Your prediction was 2-1 to Boris. Oh, so is the bot gap now going to be in game 3? Those are some very, very big predictions. For a nail biter, both the last 2 games have been as well. Not knowing who could win. It's going to both sides. It's a very difficult set of games to kind of have predictions. As much as you might believe in a team or know all the obstacles that they're fighting against, it's extremely difficult.
Righto!
Welcome back.
I have returned. I see Jenkins has sent me an invite. It looks like these guys are ready, hungry to go.
So, prediction through from Brendan. His prediction was 2-1 to Poros, and it's going to be a bot gap in favor of Poros in game 3. Sock Monster's prediction is GG's for them to take the series.
Alright.
And I was just saying, to predict, as much as we know the obstacles that some teams are facing, and we've got an insight into both teams, having scrimmed against one quite a couple times and having scrimmed against GG's last week and seen the potential that they have cooking. It's these are very difficult games. I wouldn't call them coin flip games.
No, definitely not.
One coin flip games, I did, but hard fought throughout.
Both sides just giving it their all. One side capitalizing more on mistakes than the other side. Overall, it's been good games. It's been riveting. You know, this is Division 3, so we're in the lowest division, and this is where the guys fight. You know, they want to fight to win, because once they win this division, they are automatically put through to Division 2.
No, not necessarily. The champs of Division 3 can stay in Division 3 if they so wish.
Oh, is it they can? Ah, I was under the impression that if you won Division 3, you can't take part in Division 3 again.
No, it's the opposite. If you've won in Division 2,
Okay.
no matter your rank, you cannot then play in Division 3. If you win in Division 3, you're more than welcome to
stay in Division 3. Ah, okay, but a higher division winner can't go into a lower division bracket.
Correct. So you might win Division 2, but then you can come back as a returning champion.
Yes. Thank you for that information, Steelo. But yeah, no, this is the game in all series. If you go look LCK, if you watch Worlds, MSI, whatever you're watching, you know, and you get to that 5th game where it's 2-2, well, it's 1-1 in this case, you know, you are always at the edge of your seat. Always.
That's exactly what we want.
You know, you can have this massive lead, and one wrong team fight, one mistake will cost you the game and ultimately cost you the series.
110%. I could not have said it better.
While we wait for the rest of the team, let's just have a discussion on some of those alts, Steelo, some of those gameplays. Because
I was very impressed to see a double ace coming through. One coming through at the Drake fight and one in Baron to the side of GG.
both times GG just capitalized on that one mistake from UUP. That one person getting caught out, just overextending, not with intention to go in for a fight, but just trying to capitalize, gain ground, gain vision, and then just being caught out.
But what I've seen is both teams are holding their cards very close to their chest. They are just waiting for that opportunity. They're waiting to fly in, drop that big ASOL Q, knock that Akshan ult down and revive the whole team. You know, it's just they're waiting to find the best use of their resources. I think one downside that both teams have is the misuse of resources at some points. I think that big ASOL ulti was a miss just for an Ornn and a little bit of farm waiting for a tier 2 bot lane turret.
Yes, no, definitely.
Whereas if that was at Baron, just a quick TP in Baron out, that Baron could have been taken 10 minutes before it was.
Very, very quickly. I think that alone is what gave the UUP the confidence to say, okay, well, if he TPs, he's not TPing with an ult. He's just
And
gonna
if it
come do
is,
damage.
it's not
But
a big ult.
yes, because it's already been used. I still think the Zyra ban is on the cards. There goes Muppet Boss's Jinx.
Sorry, I don't know what happened there. My Discord went all funky. Are you still with us, Nate?
I'm still here.
Okay, no, my PC was doing the business. I see chat is going a bit bananas over the roll.
Definitely. That is a very well timed roll. It's been ages since I've seen anyone play a role in solo queue, even Flex. There's the Zyra that we spoke about. They do not want to see Zyra Zyra. I do predict that there won't be another Nautilus. I do think that it'll be a Seraphine or another Leona, depending. But I do think Leona's on the cards.
And with having a millionaire Leona, I'm a firm believer that mastery points don't mean anything. It just means that you play a lot of the champion.
Exactly. Just because I play a lot of the champion doesn't mean I understand the full mechanical game of my champion.
100%. I mean, it just means I've played her a lot. I enjoy playing this champ.
We have the first pick ASOL from UG Jenkins. This
Get it away from it,
this is gonna be an interesting game. First pick MF from the side of GG.
We love to see it.
I do not know what is cooking on the side of GG. Another Udia maybe, and the Udia has been locked in.
Are they taking the MF role Udia again?
They are, yes. I think it's either that or there's something else that we don't know about. But it's been working. That Ral has been on point, making those engages. This what do you call it? What am I the word I'm looking for? All of a sudden I just can't human anymore. Oh, there's the Rexa. A very, very, very good pick from the Firuz. He's gonna play that at Rexar. There's the roll. So if it doesn't work, if it's not broken, don't fix it. You know what I mean? They've been doing well in the bot lane, these two. Synergy is there. We just hope that UUP can pull something out, and we wonder. There goes Leona.
It's gonna be an interesting game 3. It's gonna be a very, very tight game 3.
Well, the Akshan ban is there.
Both teams have spent their Sunday night throwing what they have, and well, maybe 5-6 people are going to go cry onto their pillow after this game.
Well, we don't know.
Thank you for the follow there, Fooly Cooly.
And there's the Seraphine ban. Now this is interesting. What is Zycult gonna pull out of his pocket? What?
They are target banning Zycult. They know that he's the biggest disruption.
He is gonna cause a lot of problems, and that Leona just does. So, what is the plan here? What do you think is Zycult gonna be playing, Steelo?
Never pick a fight you can't win.
Nautilus might come out again.
Yes.
To be 100% honest.
I do think the North is gonna be there.
The North might be there. I haven't seen the Thresh. I know that he is interested in playing it. They might bust out a Zaya Rakan.
There's the Caitlyn, the Swain on GG, the Caitlyn from Muppet Pastor. What is the support? What
Brendan's
is
saying maybe the Nami.
maybe the Nami? Yeah, is it the North? It is. It is the North.
And that is why you always go with your first option when it's multiple choice.
Always.
You go with the gut feeling.
And the Yone. You can't ban it all, Steelo. This is
You
the
can't.
game. This is the last game of the series. UG, UUP versus GG. And this is game 3. And this is always the most exciting one, because we've always get to see the nerves, the tension between the two teams just poking away, playing the push and pull game until one of them gives way and makes a mistake, and who capitalizes on that mistake is gonna be the ultimate winner. Yeah, at the end of the day.
One thing that I do just want to point out, in the standings, both UUP and GG have the exact same score, same amount of games played, same amount of games won. There is a question here in chat about what elo we are and what our ranks are. I'm on 4. I'm not ashamed to say it. Saying explains a lot, hurts my feelings a little bit. I see you. I see you.
I'm bronze 2. That's in flex though. I don't talk about my solo duo game because I don't play it. So let's just chill there.
On is where the feelings are.
I know.
You know, we're there because we love the game so much.
I want to check something. PRB, 2 seconds.
Okay, sir. I know this is said often. 1v1 me, bro. We can do it. We can stream it as well. At least I'm bronze. I don't think that solo duo ranks mean anything, especially in terms of team play, which is why I think the divisions are done so nicely. As much as there are both soft and hard caps. Thank you for the follow, Anin. These are gonna be some spicy games. Do we have a challenge in chat from Paco SA into Brendan? 1v1, Howling Abyss, first to 3 deaths and or first turret, 100 CS. We got games in chat. Did I miss a bronze player judging Arns? Yes, you do, Magma. We love it. We love it. Saying, oh, at least I'm not on. That's okay.
Well,
Everyone starts somewhere.
gotta start somewhere. Gotta get the fundamentals.
No, 100%. I might have been playing this game for like 5-6 years, but I learn every day.
Just waiting for feedback on the stream.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Here we
Looking
go.
good.
Looking really delicious.
Naz, do you wanna cast a little 1v1 after
Minion
this?
spawn.
Between who and who?
Brendan and Paco SA are throwing it down in chat.
I like her. We can gooi one quickly. I don't mind. It's always interesting to see these things.
Yeah, I wanna see it go.
And everyone in the chat's probably gonna be like, okay, yeah, if they're casting, let's go. We gotta see this.
Naz, press O, fix the scoreboard from Magma.
Okay, okay, I'm sorry.
Aegis has spawned.
Sorry, Magma. My game's a bit wonky. Okay, that's fine.
Brendan,
This-
don't even stress about game 3. Go rinse the 1v1. Don't worry,
Yeah.
there'll still be 45 minutes left of game 3.
Okay, it should be fixed now. Ask Magma if he's happy. Right. Steelo, what do you hope to see this game? What do we think is gonna happen here? Who's
Hoping
cooking
to see
what?
it go exactly the same way that game 1 and 2 went. I'm hoping for proper plays. I'm looking for those big engages. It's what we've been standard seeing.
I'd just like to point out that the diamond comment from Magma just makes my heart skip a beat. I love it. Well, we can only hope. It's been 3 games of Ornn in the top lane. It's been 3 games of Raul, MF in the bot lane. 2 games of Nord Kate. Upside is UUP got the ASOL.
They
So-
did, but let's see if they have the ones to swing it around.
Can the ASOL 360 no scope again? Is he gonna be strong enough? Oh, you know what? Before this goes any fucking further, objectives. There we go. Cool. Anyway, so let's just hope that UUP pull something magical out of the metaphorical hat.
We're gonna have to see what they're cooking.
Top lane still an island. I love it.
Standard ops, Anona taking up the Swain back in the top lane.
Yeah, all the way. Just a little skirmish in the mid lane from the Yana and the ASOL.
The funky thing with that objective timers is look at how Grubs and Shelly are all in one.
Oh yes. It really just, it's a little wonky with the eyes. You never know what you're gonna get.
No.
First Drake's up in 1 minute 10 seconds. Zayakalt getting the vision on the scuttle. Orn being sandwiched, has to burn flash. Yane just dealing some more damage on the Aesol.
Asshole standing there and taking it all.
Unfortunately, Orn is caught out by the Swain E. And that's first blood for the Udyr.
To the side of GG.
Alright. A little bit more damage in the mid lane from the Yone. Orn just cruising in the top lane. Standard ops, Steelo. Both teams got a little bit of vision in the riverside. Each one expecting a gank. Orn, Aurelion Sol just running out of mana there. Yone backing. Bot lane getting ganked by the Udyr, but there is the Rek'Sai there as well. Everyone trading a bit of damage. Flash from the Rel. Rek'Sai getting the Q off. And everyone just backing off again. Continuing to take farm. Top lane is still an island. So, nothing too interesting happening on that side. We're all diving in. Nord misses the hook.
Sorry, there's a couple technical difficulties from us.
Ah, it's okay, mate. I didn't even realize you weren't here.
I was just saying how I'm so glad that we're not streaming it from my PC, because these are the issues that I faced earlier in the week.
Yeah, no, it's fine. We can run standard ops now from our PC. There's been a few interesting things happening on the map, Steelo.
Enlighten me, whatever missed.
Just standard ops in the top lane, bot lane. There was a bit of a skirmish. A few flashes were burnt. It does look like UUP setting up for the Drake. Ult from the Swain. Being kept alive by the Orn, just trying to poke him down, but getting poked down himself. And Udyr looks like he's going to be taking a bite of those grubbies. Orn still just skirmishing with the Swain. Swain running out of mana. And GG look like they're taking the first set of grubs.
What time's your spectate on there, just so I can try and catch up?
7 minutes 7 seconds.
7-7.
Yeah.
Cool, I'm with you.
Okay, but it's now 7:16 by me. 17,
that's
18. Okay. Even Stevens.
Yes, sir.
Alright.
So tell me about that first blood top.
One was caught out. There's a bit of a Udyr just sitting there waiting for him to make those mistakes we were talking about, Steelo.
It's a bit of an ODM moment.
Oh dear moment, yes. He walked back, Swain caught him with the E, pulled him back, and as he was being pulled back, the Udyr comes out of the brush. So, it was engaging, but other than that, it's been quite a few skirmishes. Resources were burnt, but nothing too interesting. You didn't miss much. Successful.
See, Nando's doesn't have the Nona ASOL mechanics. That little bit of Q, that little bit of flash.
Yeah, ult from the on side. Skirmishing once again with a Swain. That was a good knockback from his Q. The ult's gonna keep him alive. Ult keeps him alive. Unfortunately, There's no kill for the Ornn.
Swain used that last bit of mana just to keep himself alive.
Good
Allowed him
move.
to walk out.
He's ult maybe on cooldown, but he's still alive, not giving up any gold. The engage from the Yone, the dive, but nothing comes of it. Aesol does not have mana though. Udyr going for the red, back to the top lane, watching the skirmishes. Bot lane, not much happening. Each one waiting for one to engage. The bot lane is freezing that wave very well. I'll just take us there, I'd like to keep us here at the wave management. They are constantly being zoned out. They cannot get to those minions. So that's a good thing from the bot side, but looks like they went to take out some vision again.
Let me have a squizzy at my own scoreboard here and see what is going on. Being out CS'd in the jungle, out CS top. PvP being out CS'd all around except for the Caitlyn MF.
Except for that, there's the ult from the Aesol. Swain just poking. Udyr gonna run away with a little bit of HP that he has left. Probably go clear some. No, he's gonna back. There's no camps for him to clear. Unfortunately, the range from the Swain, it is disadvantages to the Ornn.
One thing I can say is this does remind me of watching LCS, watching LCK. It's very slow burn.
Very.
It's 10 minutes with nothing.
And
Couple
then
big team fights and it's game.
yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. I mean, no one is actually doing heavy things. Everyone's just skirmishing, slight skirmishes. Flash from the Ornn though, try and save himself.
Swain has 25
was-
stacks.
That was probably a good hook from the Nautilus, we just didn't see it thanks to camera. Ult from the Yone. Is this gonna cost him his life? That's the hook from the Nautilus and it's a dead Yone. Nice flash on the auto attack with a stun, another dead one. Nice ult from the Rel, but no one is there to assist with a flash out. Nice jump from the Rek'Sai, and that is a dead roll as well. And they could capitalize with a Drake within the next 10 seconds.
I've got a nice frozen screen, standard ops for this side.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, we love it.
But there's something wrong with that laptop, Steelo. You need to give it back.
I need to send it back, eh?
Yeah, just send it back.
At Aegis. Not that anyone's watching them, but help a man out.
Please, man.
I'm busy catching up on that fight by Drake. That is a nasty Rek'Sai.
GG have taken more of the grubbies. And this doesn't... Ah, there we go. Number 6. They have the buff. So they'll be taking some turrets a lot quicker. Bot lane just clearing out wards. Timers are all quite high. Baron spawns in 7. Shelly spawns in 1 minute and 20 seconds. I wonder if it is something that the UUP can contest for. Udyr just jumping on the Ornn. Ornn just tanking turret shots. Is this the end of the Ornn? Ornn jumps away, being chased by the Udyr. My directed cam says no. There's the ult from the Ornn. It stuns or knocks up the Udyr just in time for the Rek'Sai to get there. And I'd say both will just disengage and continue. Bot side apparently wants to have all the attention.
This directed cam is very biased.
I'm telling you.
It doesn't want us to see the juice. It tells us beforehand. We're busy gripping. Directed cam's like, ah, guys, you don't need to see this.
No, you don't. This is not important.
Yeah.
I saw
this is,
Yone skirmish.
This is negligible.
No, you don't need to see this. This isn't the fight you're waiting for. Don't
No,
worry.
why do I want to watch the Yone box in the mid lane when there's 4 people top?
Oh, I love it. I really do. Rek'Sai just clearing some camps. One deep ward from GG side within the jungle. Ult from the Yone, and that is a dead Asol. Asol does ult. And it'll do a little bit of damage to the Yone, but not enough.
Not enough.
And not enough. But it's okay. It's not the end of the game. It's the first death for the Asol. The second death on the Poro side. GG just working their way, finding those mistakes, looking for the picks.
And Nona, if you are available for ASOL coaching, I think I've got a client ready for you. There's one in the pipeline.
Swain getting vision on the Herald. Gonna skirmish for the ward.
I love how we're fighting over wards. Look at that control ward top lane. That's not even in the bush.
It's just cruising.
Yeah, it's there. It exists. It incites the Swain to stay. I think it's done what it needs to.
Oh, it's gonna get this one killed. That's what it does. On jumps away, and Swain just continues to dominate that lane. You know, just keep pressuring him out, trying
so the
to
dangerous thing about a Swain,
another jump from.
and you can't get rid of it.
Oh, this is a dead. Oh, is it a dead Yone? It has to be. Just taking a little bit longer than used to. Another instance where the Ornn was caught out with the Swain E.
But a gorgeous Rek'Sai.
Beautiful, beautiful ult. Both teams looking to contest that Herald. Shelly just there for the taking. Hook from the north hits terrain, pulls him closer, but not a land on the roll. The roll's just gonna move up to my fortune, and they're gonna just walk back a little.
That roll is cruising.
Just cruising.
I think the raw fact that Rel exists is getting into the minds of UUP. They've seen Rel 3 times in this set.
Yeah, no, definitely. Swain doesn't have mana here.
The Rel misfortune is burnt into the brains of UUP.
It will forever haunt them. Bot lane skirmish, the video is there. There's a flash forward from the Rel that is a dead Nautilus, and there's an ult from the MF. It just doesn't connect with the Caitlyn. She jumps away all the way to safety, but it does look like they can pick off on the Drake, which is up in 5 seconds.
Things are cooking.
Shelly's been taken by UUP on the top side. Drake's gonna be taken by GG on the bot side.
What do you think of that trade? They're trading in Drake for Shelly. UUP has 2 Drakes so far.
Well, the thing is, you can leave the Shelly and no one gets Shelly, or you can sacrifice one Drake, be one Drake less closer to soul point, but still have that ability to take a turret, unless that is done. That I wouldn't have used that Shelly so early in the top lane. You have a few 100 seconds to keep it in your pocket and wait to use it at a time where you can actually push the lane further.
It offered no pressure for the way that they used it.
Absolutely none. They didn't even get the turret off of that. So I think that was hastily used.
I think if the Ornn had stayed, proc the demolish, they would have taken turret, but someone would have passed on.
Yeah, definitely. One jumps away, has very little mana. Can look to skirmish the Swain or just try and freeze the lane so he can get some farm. Just to try and stay equal with the Swain.
one thing I never thought I'd say is Joe's lacking on the vision front. Roll sitting with a 32 vision.
And he's on 24. Yeah, no, it would seem that he's focused on trying to keep the roll in a place. I tend to do that a lot. If I'm in a tough matchup or something where I'm determined to win, the vision will lag because I'm constantly trying to keep small skirmishes going, so that I keep inflicting damage, but still that my ADC can come up and just clean up if something does happen.
See, Mr. Fox is in chat as well.
I see so. Udyr takes his blue buff. Jenkins is sitting in the bot lane trying to get as much stack as he possibly can. Steelo, what is that stack count for the Asol? That is a beautiful hook from the Nautilus. This should be a dead roll. That is
Asol sitting on 154. The Swain is sitting on 36.
That was a beautiful ult from the Asol. Nice ult from the Ornn, unfortunately missed. Still continuing to skirmish the Swain. But I don't know, it's like they're killing each other with spoons. Yeah. That's a mustache from the Ornn. They're still continuing to skirmish. What do you think's happening here, Steelo? Who's cocky here? Who's got this?
We're beating each other with spoons. I think the one can have this in the long run. The only thing that's missing is anti-heal.
That
That
is
is the first thing that you built against the Swain.
unfortunately, this Ornn might die because of the Udyr. But Caitlyn and the Nautilus is on their way up, but it's not going to be in time to save his life.
The Ornn wasted a lot of time. At some points you need to know when to step away.
Yeah, this was a bad pick fight because that takes the Caitlyn down as well, makes the Ornn, the Nautilus vulnerable from the Udyr. I don't think they'll fight, he'll just chase them off, maybe look to take a Baron, maybe the Misfortune Pulse there, maybe they're just clearing vision. Nautilus just trying to clear that wave without getting more vision.
Uncle Naz, can you stream for me in the Discord? My spectator tool is not it's not cooking.
In the
Just
Discord.
share your screen with me there, please, just so that I'm
Okay.
on board with you.
Hold on, if my Discord opens. Oh, there you go.
Thank you, kind sir.
Okay, cool bananas.
Just so that we can be seeing the same thing.
Yeah, because I feel like you're missing out on a lot here.
I really am, man. Either that or I'm just too far behind.
Joe just keep throwing those vision walls down, trying to take as much vision out as possible with the 39, 41, 45 vision scored. Looks like Joe is catching up.
Small steps, it's what he's looking for.
Got that Yone.
Magma, Bravo 6 going dark. Unfortunately, it's what happens when you tab out of league. It's a very difficult game to stream because it opens up in two clients, two windows. Brendan, 100% correct. Ornn sitting on wards, sitting on a 7 vision score, 22 minutes in.
Very nice. Makes my heart skip a beat. Well, getting away.
As that support main in you, seeing wards sitting in your backpack.
Ah, very nice. It warms my soul, Steelo.
I can't say anything because that's normally me. I'll end the game
Nice
with
hook from the Nautilus. Ult from the Ornn. It's a good ult. There's 2 knockups. Big ult from the Asol. Caitlyn doing damage from the backline. Hopefully, nice hook.
Auras.
Auras are doing well. It does look like an... Is it?
That's an ace.
It is an ace, yes. That is an ace from the Poro side. Beautiful ace. Doing what they have been dealt with in the previous game. They're getting a drag off of that, and they're possibly getting a mid turret after that as well. And then we'll see some resets, gold being spent, items being bought. And that last little ping. Beautiful. That is craftsmanship from the Orn right there.
The only thing missing is the choo-choo on skin.
That is the only thing missing. Boop. Another beautiful piece of art made by Art Master Orn.
But again, where is the anti-heal? That 800 gold is not going to put you that far behind.
I mean, it's gonna give you a long-term sustain.
A nice mechanic with Orn, so I've laned into a top swain before as Orn. If you time his W right, he's unstoppable and he can skip through that route from the swain.
Okay.
So if you time that right, you can just charge straight through it.
A nice skirmish. It's a nice ult, but not a big ult. Oh, he dodges it! What a dodge! What a dodge from the Yone! That was really cool. That was brilliant, if you ask me. Man's on point. Man's awake.
Yona has a couple broken ankles. Good thing he comes back from the dead.
Definitely. Orn
So,
just dashing to safety.
As I was saying, with the Orn, if you time your W right while you are unstoppable, you can push through that Swain E.
Okay.
And it is quite disorientating because you're hoping that your E lands, you pop your W preemptively while they're rooted, and you just walk your way straight through it, and it's a little bit of free damage.
I know that I do believe that is a really good idea. You know, a really great way to play.
You can also use it in this game against the Udia stun, against the Yone ulti. If you time all of that right, you are unstoppable. You are not going anywhere.
Just smacking him again. Smacking, still skirmishing. Knocking him back. Another ult from the Swain for all that sustain. Very nice. Just getting away. Not wasting much resources to try and fight. Control ward. Yep.
Yeah, in chat, Magma Strack for Orn. Most wards win.
Still sitting with the 7 vision score on their own with a control ward. Bot lane's vision score is pretty equal at this stage, just a difference of 4.
Magma is getting upset because Slender is busy shit talking in chat.
I know. I see or hear nothing from the chat. I just need to focus on the game. There's a skirmish here with a Asol and the Swain.
But the thing is, Anona's that Asol that they've been fearing. Anona knows exactly how to play in
That's
the
a
game.
beautiful Orn ult. The good ult from the Misfortune to deal damage. The Orn is the only one that takes that damage. The Asol goes forward to try and do damage to the Swain. He dies, unfortunately. This is a big ult from the Yone, but unfortunately that E just pulls him away.
But the cleanup crew.
The cleanup crew is there. Orn is dead, and the next should be the Nautilus.
Zion Cults in as well.
So bot lane, luckily there's a Caitlyn pushing. They're looking to take the turret if they do take the turret.
Rex, quick TP from the Swain.
If they take the turret, which they have.
Half HP Swain.
And that is a dead Swain, beautifully played from the Caitlyn, but this is going to be a Baron, possibly a Baron from GG's side. I think they are definitely going to take that. Yeah, no, they have that, and the thing now is, was it worth it?
I think so.
Was it worth it from GG's side, I mean from UP side, you know, was it worth it to lose 3 kills and just get it 2 turrets for a Baron?
What could the Caitlyn Rexar have done differently?
Maybe if they were together in a team fight, you know, maybe they could have won that fight. I think the UP was just outnumbered, you know.
Big 5-man on Drake.
Oh, that is big. That's always big. GG looking to come try and fight with the Baron. It's a big hook from the Nautilus, who possibly did Odia. Beautiful. And knockback. Nice. Little bit. Magic
360
Fetus is
no-scope.
down. Yone takes down
Letting
Caitlyn.
Yone get down to the back line.
That is a dead Raul. That is a dead Asol. Swain might die here. There's a big Yone here. Is it enough to kill both? Can Orn
Big
kill
shutdown.
both of these guys? No, he cannot. That is an ace. And here goes GG for the Drake.
Another Drake ace. I think that's the third one in the last 2 games.
I think so, yeah. And they take
But
their
it's the
soul
second
point.
one for this game.
It
the
is,
Drake
yes.
ace.
And it's been one on each side of the team.
That Swain is huge with the amount of money from those fights. How many stacks do each of them have there quickly, Nose? Uncle Nez? Absent?
Nautilus. Okay, just pushing in the mid lane. You know,
Where did you disappear off to?
I had to take care of business, Steelo.
Valid. Please can we check how many stacks the Asol and Swain have?
How do I check that?
Just click on the Asol.
Where? Like,
The champ itself.
oh, okay, there we go. Now 315. And then the Swain. It's because he's dead, I can't check him.
That's correct.
Ah. Let me check here. 67.
It's a nice amount of HP.
It's decent.
Swain is a thick boy.
Huge. He's ready to slap someone. What is up?
Right back to beating the Orn.
That's all he's gonna do.
That is
As-
a big HP bar on this way.
That is, yes. Asol tries to skirmish with the Yone, but that Yone is just doing too much damage. He misses his ult, so does the Asol. Yone is gonna back.
Yone is backing, even though he knows he can beat the Asol. Asol backing as well.
Swain and Orn probably just gonna continue skirmishing. Spoon wars.
I think one of them sharpened their spoons.
Had to. I'm telling you, they had to. Swain has the Rift Maker. Very
A
nice.
little bit of extra healing as well as building up that Spirits Visit.
Yep.
For the even bigger healing.
What's worse than healing? Ah, anti-heal! We have anti-heal! Beautiful!
We've had anti-heal for a while. I
What,
don't know
from
if
the
you can
Orn?
check how much, yeah, on the Orn. I don't know if you can check how much damage it's healing it's reduced.
Healing reduced 281.
So not much. That's why it's still at full HP, not going anywhere.
That Orn is trying to get away, but he's just gonna be locked down by the Upidir and the Swain. He's doing decent damage, it's the ult, but this ult might not save him. If he gets stunned, he will not be able to save himself. Jenkins tries, not tries the hook. Jenkins coming in with the ult.
Big.
At least, that's a big ult.
There's some gold on that Asol.
How much
Seven
gold?
for
400 gold. 100 gold bounty, he's doing well. He's doing really well. It's 15. It's 16-15. There's about a grand gold difference.
They are going into a 4v4, or in this case a 4v3. Swain is still top.
Does he have his TP up? He does. He can get there at any time. It's the ult from the Yone. The own. Ah, it dies. That Caitlyn Jenkins doing what Jenkins does best. 360 no scope, but taking lots of turret damage for that.
They don't have the minions to continue the push. Swain with a very late back.
Very, very late back. Roll is up. They take one turret. Beautiful hook from the Nautilus just to keep it.
Just to hold that roll down.
Asol dealing damage, fighting the Caitlyn, just ending the game.
That's game.
That's very unexpected. That was quite a rough.
My, how the turns have tabled.
The turns have tabled indeed. That was a good ending. That was a good
Brendan,
ending.
prediction half correct. The bot gap not as big as you proclaimed it would have been.
Yeah, not as bad.
That's a very big last game.
That was.
Jay Gillis, thank you so much for the follow. Well played by all.
That was indeed well played by all.
Well played by all.
It just steam rocket. I mean,
tough games.
Nautilus just doing what Nautilus does best. Ornn just keeping the lane busy, making sure that no one else is side laning, you know.
I'm sure Magma is a proud parent.
A very, very proud parent.
Well played by all.
No, that was a good series, I must say. There were moments there where I wasn't sure which way it was leaning into.
And the interesting part is that GG's adventures against Ultimate Gaming are not done. GG will be playing against the Krug Plugs this week.
That is true, yes. So I cannot cast my own game.
No, you cannot. I shall have to find a worthy replacement for you, Naz.
We're gonna have to still, otherwise I could probably cast for my own game, but it's not gonna help, is it?
No, it's not gonna be as engaging.
No, it's not. It's gonna be very one-sided.
If there are any volunteers on participating with that, do let us know.
I'm sure Mali. Oh no, Mali can't. He's in my team. Okay. Well, we'll see what happens. So yeah, no, that was good games. Those are really, really good games.
Zorf is asking about MVPs.
I did see Dark Horse said that Zaya Cult is series MVP.
He might be the MVP for Underpourers, but for GG's? I know I've been singing Anona's praises. I might be a bit biased, but very well played against all three.
I must say that game ended very quickly.
Like I said, it reminds me of LEC and LCS. You know, nothing happens for like 10 minutes.
And then all of a sudden the game just
and then
flips.
It's fight, and then it's gone.
I agree with you there. It's been an interesting turn of events. Not even gonna lie.
Not what I expected out of these three games.
No, not at all.
Very, very tight, and again, well played by all. It's fantastic. Marcel is asking interviews. Would you like to crack an interview? Would either team like to volunteer a tribute?
We can go fetch them. Is any team going to crack a tribute?
Any volunteers against
Zycult Nando's.
Nando's?
No, I think we should get Zycult, the man himself.
I'm down for having Joe from UUP.
This
Anna volunteering herself as tribute through from GG's.
beautiful. So we got this. So we'll first Who are we interviewing first, Zilo?
We can do Joe. Joe knows exactly where the chat is. We can fetch him. And no, if you don't mind just joining into the Discord, and we'll pull you through.
Let me just pull up some stats here, Steelo.
If you get in, your sister's coming too. That is fine. That is perfectly cool with us. Hello, Joe.
How are you?
Ah,
Okay, you boss.
the man, the myth, the legend.
I tried.
Yeah, some hard-fought games, eh?
Yeah, a few mistakes. Well, quite a few mistakes, but we did our best and tried to just stay mental and then do what we need to do.
Okay. How was the mental after game 2?
We took a lot of fights that we didn't need to, and I just told the guys, listen, we just do what we do best. Just farm up, get experience, don't fight unnecessarily, get the objectives, and we go from there. The same thing happened in game 3. We lost a few fights, and I just told them, okay, we lost the fights, but just go on and we see how it goes from there. And our strategy mostly was that Danny's so tanky, just get everyone to go there, and we focus on all the other lanes.
You guys really did play well. But after game 1, how was the energy? Were you guys confident that you would be able to play against them, knowing that you still hadn't have your 3 bans in the beginning?
Since we found out that we lost the 3 bans, I told the guys, it's not a train smash, it's inconvenience at best, but we could still go on from that. I mean, 3 bans is a lot, but we need to learn to play against all champs anyway, so that's what I told them from the start.
Speaking of that bot lane, what I am going to do is, if you guys want to see a first-hand perspective of that bot lane, of the comms, I am just going to post Marcel, who is Muppet Pastor, who was the ADC. I'm going to post his Twitch in chat as well, just so that you guys can have that little POV. You can hear Joe's story firsthand.
So Joe, after game 2, when you guys lost, that was a bit of a rough one. You know that Asol was everywhere. He was constantly sacking. What was your mindset going into game 3? You know, you supported the guys, but you from the support side, did you think that the RAL and the MF were going to be a problem again, or were you confident you could take them in the 3rd game as well?
Yeah, the RAL was really good. I'm not gonna say she wasn't good. She played real well, but we had an advantage bot all the time. We kept on freezing, zoning them off from getting farm, and the whole idea was to get Marcel some more farm and get him up and running. And it actually worked out. The second game, like you said, the Aurelian Soul was a problem, and obviously the later the game became, it just got worse. That last Baron fight was my mistake. I thought, yeah, let's go for Baron, and they just came in. I couldn't even get my ult off or nothing, and I got like one shot there because of the Aurelian Soul, and
But
that won them the game.
But even the Akshan, I must say that Akshan was
he-
constantly on top of the Veigar.
Yeah, we were like every time, where is he? Where is he? And the Veigar doesn't have really that much range, and so the moment action is on him, you basically screwed. You can't unless you get a good gauge in there.
Very, very tight games. It's exactly what Naz and I were talking about. We were saying, I feel like GG's was just waiting for that Veigar cage to be used. As soon as that cage is used, you know it's free ball. You can go and do exactly what you want to do when you want to do it.
Yeah, true. Yeah, basically from my point, I just wanted to protect Marcel most of the games. Like this one fight we had at the Drake there now, Yon just had a free hit on him. I tried to keep him off, but it was a bit too late, and the other guys went in too deep. But it worked out at the end.
I think you did a cracking job at keeping Marcel alive, and the kill participation throughout the three series or the three games, they were top notch. I have to say, top notch.
Definitely. Even reviewing game number 2, you know, from your guys, there were only 10 kills that you guys got, but you had 4 assists out of that. Vega had 5 assists. So you were there, you were looking for the picks, just waiting for anyone to make a mistake. Me and Steelo were constantly talking about this push and pull that you guys were doing, just waiting for someone to step out of line. And you guys capitalized well. The second game was rough. You know, you guys did lose that game, but you did come back with a better mindset, a better strategy, just ready to take on them again to make sure that you won the series.
Yeah, basically that second game they reversed what we did to them. They also hold out a little bit, get that Aurelian Soul stacking, and it worked out for them.
Oh, well done.
The third game we decided,
I'll
okay,
organize an ASOL masterclass for everyone.
yeah, the third game we decided, okay, let's take the Aurelian Soul because Nando's isn't too bad on him. And yeah, it also, we wanted to drag it out, but when we won that fight bottom lane, we just said, yeah, end this. We can end this now.
Yeah, that was a well done end. You know, we weren't expecting that at all. You guys just ended the game, and it was done so quickly. Steelo said it was like watching an LCK and LCS game. You know, 10 minutes of nothing, and then a couple of fights, and then it's over.
Yeah, well, a big up to Magma. I mean, he's been giving all of us really good advice. The same with Wiener. Obviously, he's been coaching some of the guys and giving them some good advice. And I'm trying from my perspective. I'm playing a solo duo game is well different from playing a team game like this. So taking what you learn in the solo games and trying to bring it into these games doesn't always work. That's why we're trying to take the champs that works well in team comps for the wombo combos.
But earlier, me and Steelo were discussing your incredible climb to Gold 1, being limited by Aegis rules, so you can't get to a higher. But I'm sure you would get into Platinum easily. That's very well done from the solo climb. Yes, I understand that myself. You know, I'm a support main too. Being in a single player or solo duo queue is a lot harder because you only have communication with maybe your duo, and sometimes you don't have communication with anyone, and then you just have to try your best to try and just play for yourself in a way that your ADC does get fed. But if they unfortunately don't get fed or they don't follow up on anything you're doing, you just have to play the game for yourself. Where in a team game, you have to trust that your allies will be there to capitalize on whatever hook you've landed, a bubble that you've scored someone out with.
I'm making my prediction now. Zaya cult next split 2 champ. Division 2 next split Zaya cult.
Quite possibly.
We need to cook up an MVP team.
Definitely.
And I think Ultimate Rift Raiders in the next splits is going to be a force to be reckoned with, captained by Zaya Cult himself.
Yeah, well, that's something we're definitely going to look out for in the next split.
Yeah, so basically I spoke to Steelo, because to me it's not fair me being that high and for the other guys to play against higher elo players, because it's gonna be harder. So we drafted a team which I think is gonna do really, really well. So we'll see how it goes from there. But that's still a bit off. We just want to get this series done, and then maybe I can climb a little bit more, get into the Emerald, see how it goes.
I think you've got the potential.
Definitely.
Okay, Naz, any closings for Joe so we can get Nona and them in?
The people on the side of Twitch have definitely voted that you should be the MVP of the series. You know, you did really well. Your first game, Leona, you were constantly there before we started. Before you guys started the game, me and Steelo were running over some statistics discussing the Leona plays. Really there for the shutdowns. You did really well in all three games, even though game two didn't fall into your direction. You guys picked yourselves up together, got back into the third game, and just rallied and won the series. So from the side of Ultimate Gaming, from our side, Steeler side, we're proud of you guys. You did really well, and you guys got to just take the losses that you've had in the past few series and just work on them. Make sure that you're improving on them. But other than that, you guys are doing well.
Definitely. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Joe.
Thanks, guys.
Naz, we need to just switch over to Aegis, pop in there through to voice 1 so that Nona can join us when she's ready.
Okay, let me just check where is it. Voice 1, you say?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll find you there.
Shit.
Steelo.
Magic features too. More than welcome, both of you.
Ah. There we go.
Hi.
Ahoy!
How's it? Good evening, ladies.
Hello there.
Well,
Lady and male.
Oh, hi.
Lady and Mel?
Yeah.
Yeah, brother, sister.
Oh, I was told different earlier. My apologies.
Brother and sister against the Aegis League.
Laka, we call that
Laka.
winning.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, no, you've got quite a fan base in Twitch chat, huh?
Yes. Yeah, so that is actually some of my friends from a different Discord server that I told about. I asked them to come support me, and they did.
Okay, easy. Well, they get out in force.
Oh, yeah.
As per Twitch chat, from your happy fan base and myself as well, I think
Yeah.
MVP for GG. Easy.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, no, that feels good.
I think we need an ASOL masterclass.
Definitely.
I am on my way there. Do not worry. I'm on my way there. Unless they steal my fucking ASOL, then I'm not gonna be very happy. Oh, by the way,
But,
Kev asked me to just tell him I'm gonna hug him, so I'm gonna hug him in the chat. So.
No, that's perfect. That's cool. And Magic Features, how was the bot lane? How did you find the series?
Pretty fine.
Pretty
I
fine.
was actually very comfortable in bot lane, all three games.
The bot lane did look very comfortable. Minimal
The
action.
problem we were playing weak
big
side, so
plays.
it wasn't really. Literally all I was doing was farming. That's literally it.
I mean, you say just farming. Big impact across all three games.
Yeah.
Bot lane made a big impact across board.
No, definitely.
But I think our bot lane and mid lane are the strongest two roles within UUP, and I think GG as well.
Yeah,
sad
mid
that I
lane
didn't
is
get
very
to
strong.
sad that I didn't get to see the set run through UUP.
I don't know if you play set.
I don't know,
What,
someone-
did they
someone-
play set?
No, on your side, someone played set last week and it put me in a depression.
That was not me, no. That was
You
probably.
should
I think that
play
was Naga. That was our mid laner. Yeah, we switched just to see how I would do mid with Hazel.
Oh,
Because
right, I remember.
the ASOL smacked me as well. Set gave me depression. ASOL taught me mechanics. I think there's a masterclass.
I'm so sorry. I just can't help it. I'm just Hazel, yummy.
Doing ASOL things, but what do you think of the ASOL nerf next patch?
There's an ASOL nerf. Hold on a minute.
Yeah, ASOL nerf incoming.
Oh no.
Very first question I got asked at the series when the series started was, is the ASOL nerf live? And my answer was unfortunately not.
That's a bit
Well,
depressing.
Unfortunately.
That's fine. Every nerf they give to ASOL doesn't even feel like a nerf, so I don't feel like it's gonna actually bother me.
How did you guys feel the games went? How was the mental after game 1, the mental game 2?
So, to be honest, none of us really think we did bad. In-game wise, we are pretty sure first game we just got it was just a draw. Our team planning was just a little off. We weren't paying attention to that. And then the second game, I mean the third one. The third one we felt we did good. We just our decision making was just not there. Our decision making just went out the door. It was
You say draft diff. I was saying to Naz, I don't feel like any team got draft diff. I think
we were full AD.
everyone.
We were all AD.
Yeah, but that only matters if anyone actually builds armor.
Was anyone? You telling me they didn't build armor? Hold on.
I'm not saying they did. I'm not saying they didn't. But the fact that you're a full AD, it matters not.
I
If
agree.
they can't capitalize on it.
I already saying I agree with that.
But you guys held your cards. I think you took advantage of the lack of bans extremely well. I think we saw MF roll 3 games in a row.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yep.
It just worked very well.
It did, and if it works, why would you change it?
No,
Exactly.
no.
Why would I
Broke
change it if you can't ban it?
Exactly.
Yeah, because I mean, UUP can do nothing about it. But
I feel like
yes.
for the first game, it just got to like one of our jungler did say we were fighting a timer. We were fighting a timer until that Ornn became unkillable, and unfortunately he became unkillable, and we just couldn't do anything about him split pushing. Like we had to put 2 to go and kill him in the top lane or wherever he was pushing.
But we say the same thing about Asol. The very first message that came through as soon as the series started was, guys, please don't let it reach late game. Because Asol late game, it doesn't matter how poor you've been doing.
Yeah, he's always
Given
gonna come
Asol 40 minutes and you cooked.
Asol is a game changer. I agree.
Naz, how did you find the side of GG this evening?
They played well. The second game, they actually just dominated the game, and when it came to the third game, I'll say to Steelo that there's no definitive winner here. I can't for sure say it was GG. I couldn't say it was UP. So the whole game it was like this push and pull cycle, and I think both teams actually just did very well. My question though is if the Underporos were able to get all 5 their bans, do you think it would have made a difference in bot lane side?
No.
No.
I'm so sorry, but no.
So even if they got rid of the Raul and the Misfortune?
Even if Random Misfortune were banned out, we have Nikki and I have so many things we can pick. I mean, we're not useless, you know.
Damn, my sister's
Okay.
very confident.
Very
we are
interesting.
somewhat experienced in the game.
That's fair.
That's very
That is
fair.
very fair. And I see you are quite upset, Nona, about that Asol being stolen from you.
I am very upset about it. I am so upset about
so
it.
well. Second game, I played very well with him.
Would you have been less upset if it were banned out instead of picked out?
I would have been less upset if it was banned. God damn it. Look at Puppet. Look at him. Look at him.
Yeah, would it
Right,
have
he did.
made a difference?
You know what? Maybe yes, because I just think it would have made. Okay, maybe not. I don't know. I really think the decision making was just an issue. I just enjoy playing Ace. Ace was fun for me. I just like being a dragon that shoots lasers out of his eyes.
That's champion. That is the design.
You're not wrong.
I understand that you guys are playing Crack Plugs this week coming.
When?
I think so. Yeah, I haven't seen the schedules of the next one, but I'm pretty sure. Maybe not.
Yeah, so it's Crack Plugs this week coming, which is another one within the Ultimate Gaming umbrella. So keep in mind that knowledge is shared.
Okay. No, that's fine.
So hopefully everyone posts their lineups in time, and
Hopefully.
Crack Plugs don't lose bans, because in the end it matters not, because it's apparent that GG is quite confident in their abilities.
Yeah, we're pretty confident. We're just getting better. We are only getting better.
Fetus, you're cooking in that bot lane, eh? You and Nikki.
I know we're doing great.
We let them.
honestly, I think the more we practice together, the better we'll do.
But
in the
that's
long run.
exactly what you're looking for in a bot lane. Is the synergy? Is the
Yeah.
the mental telepathy? I understand that you guys might be twinning it out, but no, I don't think that mental telepathy is with you.
No,
No, of course
sadly
it
not.
is. Of course it is. What do you mean?
I
Like
think
like to
I
say,
think
you know,
Nikki's
We have a
I'm pretty sure
triplet going on.
yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys saw that like 10-minute fight in the top lane versus me and Orn.
Yeah, that
and
was.
the 10-minute fight in the bot lane, and
Yeah. So during that fight, I was just like sat there fighting this dude. I was like, I wonder if anyone's gonna come. Then I
there's a
think my
nice
sister
peak button.
fucking told a jungler, and then he just booked it. He just come. Even though I didn't need him, I could have killed him. I got the Orn. I had it. I had it. What do you mean?
Okay, now that's talking about the top lane fight. Let's talk about the 10 minutes you spent in bot lane, poking
tell me
out an
about that.
Ornn, using the big PP ASOL ulti that could have been used at the Baron.
Yes, I do that a lot. I do that too much in ASOL, where I don't realize I have a big ult, and then I use it by accident, and then I realize, oh shit! Yeah, so that was a very big mistake for me. I could have used it there. I'm very aware of that, but I do that a lot though.
I think GG still secured that Baron, didn't they, Fitness?
Did they?
Yeah. We did.
Oh yeah, they did.
But in the second game.
Oh, wait, we did.
Yeah, second game where
Yeah,
it
we
was
got
just
all of the Barons.
a spoon fight in the bot lane.
Yeah,
and
we got all of the Barons.
we're sitting there saying, is ASOL gonna TP now? How's about now? No, maybe in the next like 5-10 minutes, ASOL will TP.
No TP.
No TP.
No TP.
Negative
I did. I was
Negative TP.
asking my team, should I TP, and they said no, just push. I think I can't even remember. I'm pretty sure they told
We
me to
just
push.
pushed him.
If they told
Yeah,
me
we
to
just
TP, I would have
You
TP'd.
needed to push. Nah.
But there was no push. It was clear wave, wait under turret for more.
Mhm.
Clear
I feel
wave,
like I could have killed him
wait
though. That's
under
the
turret.
issue. I really thought I could have killed him. If I didn't have a big ult, I might have killed him because I'm not used to the timing on the big ult.
That's very fair. That's very valid. Naz, any questions popping through from your side?
No, I think you guys played really well. You guys tried the second game when you went on your killing sprees. It was done very well. The ace at the dragon pit, the ace at the baron pit, and then the end of the game. So like I said, in the last game, no one was really sure who was gonna win, and you gave it your all. As Anona says, there was maybe one or two questionable decisions from their side where they could have maybe picked off someone else instead of just engaging. But other than that, you guys did very well, and it was a good series. It was really entertaining to watch as well.
It was.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
it was a good
it means
game.
a lot. Really means a lot.
I hope it was fun for you guys to play, as much fun as it was to watch.
Oh, it was a lot of fun. We
Cool.
enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. My sister enjoys it. Everyone in our teams enjoys it. So it's just really good vibes from us.
It's the name of the game, and I'm glad that you guys have
Oh,
built a team around that.
Yeah.
As I was telling Forks, I think you guys, everyone should be proud of their performances today. As much as there were questionable decisions from both sides, it was not one-sided in the slightest. I think that you guys played fantastically.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Any ending comments from you guys as part of GG? Any threats you want to make towards KP?
Oh, Puppet, I'm definitely gonna. I'm gonna get him back for this. Stealing my ASOL. It can mark my words.
Okay, so that's aimed at Puppet. Anything from you, Fetus?
Nah, nothing for me.
Nah,
Just-
keeping it close.
Keeping it
No,
close.
it's just I'll
Come on,
will
Daddy, we have
come,
to
you
make
know?
some kind of
No,
drama
it
here.
will
Come on
come. I
Nah,
don't have
shit.
any
Make drama,
drama to
come on.
make.
now. Make drama like I did.
Drama with who?
I just threatened a man on
With
stream.
whom?
She's just gonna show us.
Be interesting.
She's a shower,
You've-
not a talker.
Yeah, no, you've got the words to throw. Fetus is just gonna show us the business.
Yeah,
Exactly.
pretty much.
But I'm excited
We will
towards
like
those
that.
games. Thank you guys.
Hell yeah, I'm
And
looking
thank
forward.
you.
Yeah, have a lovely evening and good luck for the rest of the week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Bye, stream.
All right, Steelo. What a
I think that was a lovely evening. Some great league.
some really. Yeah.
Some excellent commentary from your side. I loved it.
Oh, thanks, Steelo. I really appreciate that.
And I think you've got some mental notes to take for your games against GG later in the week.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna definitely tell my captain to make the lineups in time. She should be listening to this.
You don't want to be losing bans against the GG
No,
squad.
no, I don't feel like doing that. And yeah, no, I definitely got some mental notes to take. But overall, you know, both teams performed well. Both teams gave it their all. You know, it's always entertaining to go into a third game in a series. It just makes the action so much more intense because any moment could be your last. You know. And then that's the end, and you can't. There's no way for you to get it back. So you got to do what you need to do. Keep it as close as possible. Not throw anything away.
Blink in its endgame.
Exactly. You know. So yeah, that was an interesting series. First of all, Steelo, thank you for giving me the opportunity to cast alongside you for this
It's
game.
only a pleasure, Naz. It was lovely.
It was really lekker. We'll definitely do it again. So me and
We
Steelo
shall
are
do it
planning.
again.
When
We
I
shall do it.
yeah, we'll at least
When
try and
Naz
be
is not
consistent.
participating.
Yeah, no, definitely. But other than that, now you're gonna try and do this on a regular. It's gonna be coverage from all teams playing. So you
Yes.
guys can just
So
jump
a
in.
big thank you to Naz, a big thank you to Aegis and to everyone in Twitch chat. It was lovely spending the evening with you guys. But it is a Sunday, and I believe we need an evening of rest.
Yes. So guys, chat. Thank you very very much, Steelo. Thank you very much. It was a really great series to cast, and I hope we see it do it again soon. Thank you to
Thank you
Sly.
for the follow, Sly.
Yes, thank you very much. But anyway, everyone, enjoy the rest of your evening. May you have a lovely week ahead of you.
Cheers, guys.